It is hilarious what's going on right now, dude. Like, what the fuck? Oh, here's her right here. Let's see. Lucrecia wants to have an off-stream conversation in message format with Kinsman. I'd rather do a message that so that there's a like records of it. I rather screen record a call. I want records of the conversation.
I don't know, guys. I don't know.
You keep asking this, so she said she was making fun of it becoming an actual serious I support situation, if an actual problem, not a moral rivals drama. She wasn't comparing liking kissing to the sign. I think it's just really stupid to make make political jokes for something so stupid like moral rivals. You know what I mean? Like, why would you make political jokes? Because now you're bringing politics in something that has nothing to do with politics. Because I don't know, she was making fun of like the thing where like, what about Zism? What about this? What about that? This ain't better. Like, was that it? Was like, I don't know. Like, that's the thing. It's just like ours. It's just.
I'm saying I'm down, but like not on stream. I'd rather do it off stream, or yeah. Or I'd rather do messages so that there's like records of it. Because I'd rather not like screen record a call. I want records of a conversation. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Let's see. After being kicked on the stream for a 40,000 Marvel Rolls tournament, missing out a potential 3,000 prize money, the streamer Keen 295 is now approaching 10,000 subs on Twitch.
Subscribers on Twitch. With Chris with the 200 gifted subs, bro. Oh my god. We are almost at 10,000 active subscribers on Twitch.
How much is that, by the way? 10,000, bro. That's not 50,000, by the way. It's just technically it is, but the Twitch gifts are cut times 5 divided by 2, so that's $25,000 he has made in one day, and that's not including YouTube money either, because he was already monetized, by the way, and he made 1 million or so view on his YouTube channel, which is like incredible. And his subscribers up, his viewers gonna be higher. Yeah, again, if you continue the momentum with Marvel Rivals, which is the game that is always updated with new characters, new this and that, he could be set. He could be set for a very long time, guys. So hopefully he does, but he wants to, if he still wants to go to college, obviously it's a good thing. Yeah, it's just really funny now. Now they are literally like, damn, dude, like now I'm getting like bombarded with hatred and cancellation and yeah, it's crazy now that now Kingsman is now a bigger streamer than all of them, I think. Yeah, she has a 9,000, which is pretty big.
You're out of my server.
She deleted like her recent like stuff and yeah, like it's funny. Like to me, I find it funny because he is the biggest streamer now. The clout that they wanted, Kingsman got it. That's what I'm like trying to say. Like Kingsman has gotten the clout. Oh my god, that's just funny, man. It's just funny to me, dude. I'm sorry. That's just funny. Um
I did
What?
why I did what I did and why I said what I said. I did do it at wrong times, I do admit. But in regards to me telling him to shut the fuck up, that is the only thing I think I am 100% justified in, because Zaza said you're making me feel like shit. When somebody on your team is like saying that, I'm immediately just put off. And yeah, I don't know. That's the only time I'm only gonna like defend that specific moment. Thank you, the plug, for the prime text to why I did what I did and why I said what I.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it doesn't matter if it was justified. It doesn't matter, because at this point, if you keep defending yourself, making yourself the victim of any kind, you're making yourself look even worse when it comes to the internet. Now let's look at this dog sleeping. Look at the doggo sleeping. Look at the doggo sleeping at work. Sorry. But yeah, like she's being really, really stupid at this point because if you cannot defend yourself at all, zero defense. You cannot look at yourself as a victim at all. Like you just can't at this point. Like you're going things the wrong way.
Like that one wasn't even like really. Bro, Basim is the biggest like loser of all time, and also a lot of creators are scared to like talk shit about him. I'm just gonna. That one wasn't even like really.
Yeah, I just said, bro, just like play your game. You said what you said and move on.
Cece, did you see the document Cap was putting together about it all?
Oh, here's like her admitting it, by the way.
Rage bait for more views? I'm not a rage baiter, bro. I'm not a rage baiter. He tweeted it, yeah.
Yeah, that's her admitting it about the document.
Yeah, he's being.
Never trust someone who has a Funko Pop wall, all right, guys? Do not trust a person who has a Funko Pop wall, all right? Never trust them, okay? Anyways, I'm done talking about this whole Marvel Rivals thing. I just find it hilarious how this like blew up. This one little thing blew up and it became crazy big. And now the guy is ripping the awards. Rocket Image now does 10-second videos with better video and much better audio. Yeah, what general public's gonna people are gonna use this for like generalities for like a little bit because it's a little bit trending. Like I said before, general public ain't gonna use this shit. It's gonna go downhill, bro. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. A Honda sales manager caught on video saying a date was required to buy a car. He then jacked the price up to 10K when she said no. A woman records her interaction inside a Metro Honda Montclair dealership in California while attempting to purchase a vehicle. Unaware he's on camera, the sales manager tells her that going on a date with him is required to move forward with the sale. He first frames it as a joke and then says the date is included. Eventually said it is required, all while holding the paperwork. When she refuses, the tone shifts. He tells her that he cannot sell her the car. You cannot buy the car if you're not going on a date. Once he says the price just went up, the same car is suddenly $10,000 more expensive. Nothing about the car change, nothing about the buyer change. Only her answer did. The entire church is on video.
All right.
All right?
Well, first I gotta see what you're trying to
Whether you
offer.
buy a car or not, you still taking them out on a date, right?
I don't think the date is included.
The date's included.
It's required?
It's required. It's part of the entrance fee.
What?
So no.
Let me see what you got first.
That means no. Remember. You're not buying the car, but you're not going on the date. It's alright.
So weird. That's so weird. That is so.
You're buying the car, we're not going on the date. So it's alright.
Wait, she is buying the car, but I don't know about
So
the
if I
date.
can't sell it to you because it's beyond me, we still can go on a date. It's just a question. I'm not saying this is that or that, but I'm just asking.
All right. In order for me to see what you're gonna show me, I gotta go to the date.
No, I'm just saying whether it makes sense to you or not. You offered a date. I don't think I did.
I've been offered.
Oh, my bad. That was me then.
I never said anything.
Oh, it was me then.
Yeah.
So no.
No.
Can I see what you have?
What would that even make a difference?
Well, I'm here
So
for
no.
a
Do you
car.
feel comfortable? Or because no, it's
I'm making a joke.
no,
I'm making
it's
a
not a
joke.
joke at this point because you've been at
No,
it for like
I'm
the
kidding,
past
I'm kidding.
hour.
I asked for a
No, no, it's
Ask
not
for a favor.
fair.
Ask
She
for a
came
favor.
in for a car and you're already
I'm
here.
asking for I'm asking for a second. And
For
earlier,
a second, what?
I have a friend already. I'm waiting for the friend. So
That-
before
I
you more or
mean,
less start getting
no,
like that.
that's rude.
It is rude.
It's rude for you to like.
It was
why?
a
Because
joke.
she's a,
It was a
no,
joke.
but it's
No,
not
now the
It's not
joke?
funny anymore.
Now the joke? Okay, dude. Okay, dude.
Yeah. It's a joke. Relax.
We can't talk. We can only tolerate so much.
I apologize.
Well, you were holding the paperwork.
No, no, no.
hostage.
I had it the whole time. I was just more or less telling you. from the
Yeah, but
beginning.
you didn't.
I had it
want
all
to
the
do it.
time.
And now you're disrupting me. Okay.
Now, I'm not gonna talk to you like that either.
But you were so
Well-
quick to be disrespectful in the beginning.
And I apologize.
Saying, "Oh, if you don't,
It was a
if I don't
joke.
go on a date with you."
That's not a
then
joke.
Relax. Now, if you want to take it that as it came, again, it's a joke.
Is it a
It's
joke
not a
when
joke
you're
when it's
holding the
uncomfortable.
paper?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I need my.
Because you're like judging me. I'll bring you another nice list. That's what you want.
Thank you.
Would you like a water or coffee?
Oh, we
hates
have
me
water.
already. She hates me already.
We have water. Thank you.
I see it on your face.
I thought you said I was crazy.
She said I'm crazy.
Oh,
Oh, no.
wow.
She just said that. Price just went up.
Oh. What?
I said price just went up.
For what?
Because she said I was crazy.
Oh, she didn't say that.
No me gusta estar perdiendo tu tiempo. Porque yo estoy aquí hasta las 10 y ustedes no. ¿Me entiendes? Yo estoy aquí hasta las 10 y ustedes me están dando su tiempo y su tiempo para mí es más valioso.
Okay.
Entonces,
Gracias.
con sinceridad y respeto, si te puedo dar el precio que necesitas para que haga todo sentido y podamos vender el carro, perfecto.
Ain't no way.
Porque ella va a una cita conmigo, si no, no.
Dumbass. 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 Fucking dumbass. I don't like. Bro, I get it, like you like maybe a little flirty. I don't know, right? But it's like, bro, at one at a point you gotta be like, all right, I gotta let this go, move on. This guy is a dumbass, dude. This guy is a goddamn dumbass. Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna get 100% fired because that only makes the company look bad. You know what I mean? It makes only the company look bad. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. Sexual harassment and similar behaviors are contrary to our values. Yep, there you go. That's the official company of Honda too, by the way. Price went up because their value did. Like, that's so fucking funny, dude. Yep, he's fired. He's fired. He's a dumbass, dude. He's a goddamn dumbass. Oh my god. All right, we're done with that. All right, cool. We got through a lot of different topics today, guys. We're gonna go with our basic video right now, which is the Oprah Winfrey. Because if you guys don't know Oprah, she is actually a bitch. I'm sorry. This is called Oprah is not who you think she is. She is a horrible human being. Money corrupted her. She's a horrible human being. I said what I said, guys. She's not good.
Was not friends with Jeffrey Epstein. She never went to a Diddy party, and somehow throughout every controversy she ever faced over her 40-year career, it was merely just a misunderstanding and she was completely innocent of any wrongdoing. Well, that's the official narrative. Whether she was platforming horrific offenders, exploiting victims for content, diverting attention away from Harvey Weinstein's crimes, starting a school in South Africa for young girls who ended up being abused by the employees, or her terrible Hawaii charity, the official narrative is always that Oprah was just trying to do the right thing and, unfortunately, it just didn't work out. But for some reason, if you scour across the internet, you will find that so many people think the billionaire is shady, hiding something, or potentially evil, which is the polar opposite of the mainstream opinion that she is a deeply empathetic woman who is extremely charitable with her money. So today we're going to deep dive into Oprah Winfrey's career and the controversies that kept getting reframed as misunderstandings, because at a certain point, the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Oprah became both the youngest person and the first black woman to anchor the news at Nashville's WTVF TV at age 19. By 1984, she relocated to Chicago to host WLS TV's morning program, AM Chicago. And this was around the time that the industry started to realize the potential Oprah had. AM Chicago became the city's #1 daytime talk show within a month, surpassing broadcasting legends like Donahue.
Everybody loves Oprah.
Less than a year later, AM Chicago expanded to a full hour and was
She's a
rebranded
bitch.
as The Oprah Winfrey Show, which entered national syndication in 1986 and became television's highest-rated talk show. Oprah knew how to excite a crowd or those watching at home, but she could also calm down and talk deeply and intimately about serious topics. She'd embrace the guest with her warm energy and give them her full undivided attention, like her interview with Connie Francis where she discussed surviving sexual assault.
Everybody who has ever had to face it, and that's why it's so good that you're on here, because you think, I have problems? My goodness. Because you are such a superstar and have survived such traumatic things in your lives, if you could do it, then people feel like they can too.
But beyond celebrities, Oprah would interview ordinary people about issues that were not widely discussed on television. One particular episode revolved around normal couples who struggled with infertility problems. Some other similar topics were women who snoop on their husbands, the complicated dynamics between mothers and daughters, and even women who were involved in the usage or distribution of cocaine. Oprah's style of discussion felt natural and honest. Millions of viewers at home could relate to these testimonies.
All this is like fake, 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 fake. We also with Ellen DeGeneres, whatever her fucking name is. A lot of these hoes, a lot of these celebrities are fake. They're bitches. They're horrible people. And they just put an image.
Watching people on television describe experiences that they had gone through themselves. However, not everyone was exactly celebrating Oprah's newfound popularity. This article from 1988 is technically complimenting her, but it reads like they are insulting her. Few would have bet on Oprah Winfrey's swift rise to host of the most popular talk show on TV. In a field dominated by white males, she is a black woman of ample bulk, usually over 190 pounds, though she has lost 24 of them since starting a medically supervised all-liquid diet 3 weeks ago. What she lacks in journalistic toughness, however, she makes up in plain-spoken curiosity, robust humor, and above all, empathy. But before we dive deeper, hear me out for a second. You're eating french fries at the beach and you want to take a quick dip in the ocean, so you put a seagull on watch. That's not security, that's catering for the seagull. There's a reason you wouldn't trust a seagull with your fries, just like there's a reason you wouldn't trust your insurance company with your case. Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting for the people for...
No, Morgan are assholes too, guys. Let's move on. I don't know. I'm just saying it.
Oprah faced prejudice about her race, weight, and lack of formal education. She came off as a regular person just trying to relate to regular people. But beyond the prejudice, there were also real criticisms about how Oprah approached these topics. Her show focused more on how stories felt, rather than breaking them down in any kind of expert or academic way. Oprah wasn't bringing on specialists who could accurately explain why these people were in the situations that they were, but to be fair, many of the topics didn't really demand that level of analysis. These were everyday problems discussed by everyday people. But something interesting started to happen. Simply by hosting these conversations and validating people's stories, Oprah herself started to be viewed as someone to trust in a broad range of subjects. Even though she wasn't presenting any research, expert consensus, or long-term data. Her authority got even stronger when she used herself as an experiment for extreme weight loss, and it launched her into mainstream fame. Oprah went on a 4-month-long medically supervised fast program called OptiFast, where she bragged about not eating any food for the entire duration. OptiFast is considered a supplemental fast, meaning that the patients subsist on high-protein, vitamin-packed powder mixed with water. The formula is taken 5 times a day to substitute for eating. Total daily caloric intake is 420. Oprah went from 212 pounds to 145 pounds in 4 months, and to celebrate her new body, she brought out a wagon of disgusting fat that represented the amount that she had lost.
At the time, I felt it was important to show it in that way because I'd starved. I'd literally starved for 4 months or 4.5 months.
The fat loss episode in particular.
I mean, it is kind of tricky to lose a lot of weight, don't eat. Because when I was in the hospital for like 10 days or so, I lost like 10 pounds. Like it was, I lost weight so easily. Yeah. I lost like literally 10 pounds because I was not eating anything. Like I was like not eating anything at all, dude. Like barely eating food. So after like 4 months, I mean, like it was a weird like program. Now people are doing Ozempic. I guess that's like the new thing nowadays.
caught the eyes of 62 million viewers. During a period when everyone watched TV exclusively, this stunt almost got as much attention as the Super Bowl that same year. This was dangerous because it made an extreme, tightly controlled medical program look like a simple starvation diet, and the 62 million viewers who watched didn't have the doctors or financial means to attempt this safely. By Oprah celebrating the results without emphasizing the risks, the message
because like because when you're at the doctor, it's like you're everybody's like keep people watching you almost. Like, oh yeah, I remember Jenny Craig. Holy shit, that's like a long time ago. But it's like I don't know what it is. It's like they give you like your nutrients through like your through veins or something like that. Like they give you something, right? I don't know what it's called, but like they give for some reason that doesn't make you extremely hungry. It's like a weird thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like you don't feel hungry as much when you're at the hospital. I'm guessing that's something with like they put in your veins or something. I don't. That's what I'm guessing. Because yeah, I remember I drank all water all the time, right? It was whatever, and I remember I didn't eat at all. It was just me at the like me just chilling at the hospital, and I wasn't really hungry. Like they give you food and all that, you could eat a little bit, but I wasn't like eating. I was eating like maybe 300 calories, maybe a day or something, or even less. And yeah, I didn't feel like, oh my god, I'm super hungry, man. Like, oh my god, my stomach's hurting because I'm hungry, bro. I didn't feel that way when I was at the doctor's. So it's like, yeah, I don't know why the fuck was she promoting of a program that was closely like looked at by other doctors and not like, oh hey, by the way, this is an extreme experiment, and so you guys do not do this. Like, unless you have the money.
became dangerously simple. This worked for me, so it could work for you. And suddenly, one supervised fast gave Oprah the perception as an expert in nutrition. She started making diet plans, and dangerous foods a recurring theme on her show, which would eventually get her into some major legal trouble down the road. But by 1988, Oprah was on top of the world. She founded Harpo Studios, becoming the third woman in American entertainment history to own her own studio. She now had more potential than any other talk show host or any other media personality in history. She had massive ambitions, and it quickly became clear that she was willing to do anything to get to the top, pushing boundaries of what daytime television could get away with, like when she brought on a gang of white supremacists on her show to discuss their worldview.
Jerry Springer did it too.
You just said I don't sit with monkeys. You think because she's black, because I'm black, we're monkeys? Is that?
That's a proven fact.
A bunch of low IQ racists came on Oprah to spread hate, and she did very little to push back or challenge what they were saying. The very moment that the white supremacists,
I will only say the only way she did that is to get them to talk even more like sort of like cop, playing the good cop instead of the bad cop. Because if you play the good cop, you have more chance for them to talk to you, and if you play the bad cop, they more likely would not want to talk to you at all. That's the only thing I can think of why she would do that. Am I wrong for saying that? Because that's not like usually how cops get people to talk, bad people to talk, because you don't want to like attack them right away. You want to slowly get them to a point where like they trust you and where they want to talk to you. That's the only thing that's the only way I could like somewhat quote unquote justify it. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's the only way I could see like why she wasn't pushing back.
Left the show, Oprah realized that she had platformed a very dangerous group of individuals, and she swore to never do it again.
When they left, I made a decision that I would no longer allow the platform that I had to be misused by people who were carrying any form of negative energy that could create more negative energy.
But your negative energy.
What I had been doing was allowing people to see how violent, how abusive, how not smart they were, that I was actually doing the opposite.
But this wasn't exactly the truth. Oprah continued to platform people with dangerous ideologies, and things got dark quickly. Winfrey slowly stepped away from logical, ordinary discussions and entertained more sensationalism. One of her most successful series was about a phenomenon called the Satanic Panic. It was a wave of moral panic that swept across the nation.
Right. It was because of the setting code of what's his freaking name? What is his name? It was a serial killer. What was his name? Hold up, let me look at it real quick. Maybe we'll say on this one.
As many Americans believed that secret satanic cults were abusing children, performing rituals, and infiltrating schools, daycares, and communities. For Oprah, it looked like she saw this as a great opportunity, regularly platforming anyone who made claims of experiencing satanic worship.
My next guest was used also in worshiping the devil, participated in human sacrifice rituals, cannibalism. What kinds of things went on in the family?
Babies would be
The son of Sam.
sacrificed and
That's what it was. I'm pretty sure she did this because it was like a big thing going on right now. Like a big panic when it was the son of Sam. I'm pretty sure she was doing this right when the son of Sam was happening. That's what it was. Son of Sam. Yeah. Well, no, I know, but they combined it like it was because they made Son of Sam as like a cult thing because the way the case started. They thought it was about Satan. It was all about this stuff. That's what the case was all over the place. Let's see. Yeah, see, yes, David's son of Sam Berkowitz initially claimed he was part of a satanic cult led by a demon and a dog named Sam, leading to public belief in demonic and satanic involvement, though Berkowitz later admitted the dog story was a hoax, while some, like Maury Terry, still believe cults were involved. No, he's still in prison. Did he get out of prison? No way. Let's see. I'm looking at it right now. Parole hearings. No, his next parole hearing is this year in May. But yeah, that's the reason why people thought he was. This was like a satanic kind of cult of Satan and all this kind of like bad religion stuff. And yeah, that's why this was like rampant high because of Son of Sam. I remember because we watched the documentary, and yeah, that's what's going on right at the time. Even though like he did later on admit it was all fake, but yeah. I mean, I don't give a shit, dude. Hopefully, like I hope he just still stays in prison, man. He's a serial killer. Like,
you would have to, babies. There were people who bred babies in our family.
Despite lacking verifiable evidence, stories about supernatural or dark spirits kept viewers glued to the screen.
Yes,
the country's strong Christian values at the time helped fuel the hysteria, and the satanic panic became the modern version of the Salem witch trials. Some pastors even believed threats came from movies and video games. Heavy metal and hard rock bands like Iron Maiden, Def Leppard, and Judas Priest were accused of pushing Satanism through their lyrics and dark imagery. In 1989, Michelle Smith, co-author of Michelle Remembers, appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show alongside Laurel Rose Wilson, another publicized victim of satanic cults. Her claims appeared in the 1988 book Satan's Underground, where she detailed extreme graphic stories of supposed occult torture. However, her claims were debunked after investigators found that none of her claims of satanic ritual abuse could be verified. In her book, Wilson described being forced into cult ceremonies, but reporters discovered that the key events were impossible. She wasn't living with abusive Satanists, but in foster care. No police or medical records matched Wilson's stories, and the people she named as perpetrators had alibis or no connections to her at all. Simply put, her book was all hearsay, but Oprah had her on anyway. Similarly, Smith's Michelle Remembers was debunked through basic fact-checking. Journalists found that a lot of the dramatic events Michelle described, like month-long rituals, car accidents, and hospitalizations, had no records or evidence. And despite both of these books being entirely made up, almost closer to science fiction, both women's experiences were presented by Winfrey as incontrovertible fact, and not once.
I mean, is anybody surprised? Look at Scientology, man. It's like,
did she question the authenticity of any claim in either book? But Oprah did not stop there. She brought on a young boy named Duffy Strode, whose family was being chased out of town for stirring up fear in Marion, North Carolina.
Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me.
In your own word, tell us, what does that mean?
I mean, it's just what it says.
While it might have made for engaging television, there was something seriously wrong about putting a very young child on stage to defend his beliefs to a crowd of angry spectators.
She became Jerry Springer before Jerry Springer came. You know what I mean? Like, she was like the start of it. Jerry Springer just took it to the extreme. Because Jerry Springer had all these type of people on his show, and it worked for a little bit, but it wasn't like good long-term show strategy. Because I believe even Jerry Springer was like even beating Oprah Winfrey at her show. Like they had way more viewers than her, and they were beating her because they took things to extreme. And but yeah, she was pretty much the start of all this pretty much.
It's pretty clear this young boy doesn't fully understand what's going on. He almost seems kind of hypnotized. And remember, this is pre-social media. It's not like the boy was already amplifying his voice and getting millions of views on everyone's phones around the world. Oprah gave them a national platform, and she presented herself as the voice of reason, but also refused to keep her audience calm and under control. She knew the chaos made for great TV. And yes, people were critical of Oprah at the time, but it didn't matter. She owned the show, she was the boss, and as long as the network was making money, they didn't care. By the early 90s, a genre now called trash TV was emerging. The media started moving towards more sensation.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Maury 2 with like, you are not the father, you're the father. That was great. Great effing TV, man. I remember watching that all the time, dude, when I was a kid. Especially after school. Easily popped up after school. It was usually Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, The Morris Show, or Jerry Springer. One of those three. Either it was a rerun or a new episode. Or was it the security guy Steve Wilkos show too as well?
Stories or controversial topics with shows like The Jerry Springer Show, The Jenny Jones Show, and Maury. Hosts would bring on random people with unknown backgrounds to share their issues, like unwanted pregnancies, stolen inheritance, or damaged property. The goal always seemed to make the situation so emotionally explosive that the guests and audience members would literally start fighting each other. And I'd be lying if I said this wasn't entertaining.
No,
but the key difference was that these shows were unapologetically chaotic. The spectacle was the point, and everyone involved understood that going in. Oprah was supposed to be facilitating meaningful discussions, but she tried to balance that fine line between sensationalism and legitimate topics, and she honestly did a great job at it. In 1990, she interviewed a murderer and bank robber in prison who had multiple personality disorder. In 1991, she brought on mothers and stepmothers to argue over who deserves what authority in the...
I have a question. Do people actually believe in multiple personality disorders? Like, legit, I'm just curious.
Child's life.
My first guest, Patty, calls her kids stepmom, the bitch. She's here with her daughter, Tina. Tina claims that she loves both of them. Tina's stepmother, Sharon Saylor, says Patty is jealous because of the close relationship that she has with Tina.
In 92, she brought on gay people who were fired from their jobs for being homosexual, and then brought on employers to defend their decision to fire gay employees.
Employment is a right that we have as an employer to whether we hire or fire somebody. By the same reason that I would not knowingly hire a homosexual, neither would I knowingly hire a prostitute or someone who is a gigolo or someone who is a womanizer, because I think I have that right to project a certain image for my company.
In 93, she had a segment called Why White Men Fear Black Men, where white men express their views on racism to other black men's faces.
I don't feel that the white race, I mean, how long can we continue to be guilty? Wrongs were done. It's a shame. There are wrongs presently. But how long can you play on the same thing? Something happened 20 or 30 years ago.
And to her credit, she seemed to do a good job at creating these fair environments where individuals would...
Twitter before Twitter, guys. Twitter before Twitter. This is...
with varying opinions can all get a chance to voice them, leaving the audience to decide what to believe. However, she did not give that same grace to celebrities, because in Hollywood, celebrities are expected to surrender their privacy as a part of the job. Their relationships, trauma, addictions, and mistakes are all treated as fair game for someone like Oprah to poke and prod at. Plus, the audience believed that just by being on the show that they had signed up to be interrogated. One of the most awkward interviews Oprah ever had on her show was with Michael Jackson. person, where she continuously asked questions about his trauma that he grew increasingly uncomfortable answering.
I had pimples so badly, and my father teased me, and I just hated it. I cried every day.
Your father would tease you about your pimples?
He would tell me I'm ugly.
What's your relationship like with him?
I love my father, but I don't know him.
Are you angry with him for doing that?
Sometimes I do get angry, yes. I don't know him the way I'd like to know him.
But this was Michael's first televised interview in 14 years, so she was not going to miss out on her opportunity.
So he would tease you, make fun of you?
Yes.
Did he ever beat you?
Yes.
And why would he beat you?
I guess maybe, I don't know if I was his golden child or whatever it was. He was very strict, very hard. And just a look would scare you.
Were you scared of him?
Very. There's been times when he'd come to see me and I would get sick.
Really?
I'd start to regurgitate.
Oprah went question by question, bringing up every ridiculous rumor that was ever spread about him, from the allegations that he had bleached his skin.
Bro, she is a ruthless business woman. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys right now the reason why she's very successful, because she doesn't give a fuck what everybody thinks. She cares about money, bitches, and Satan. Okay.
To plastic surgery, to his sexuality and his history with relationships.
Have you ever been in love?
Yeah.
With Brooke Shields?
Yes, and another girl.
It's embarrassing for me to ask you this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Are you a virgin?
How could you ask me that question?
I just want to know. I want to know.
I'm a gentleman. It's something that's private. I mean, shouldn't be spoken about openly. You can call me old-fashioned if you want, but to me that's very personal.
So you're not going to answer it?
I'm embarrassed.
Like, what the fuck? Fuck you, Oprah, you fucking bitch. He doesn't want to answer that, man. He's fucking Michael Jackson. You don't think he got laid, dude? You don't think Michael Jackson, the sensation pop star of all around the world, never got laid? Is that what she's telling me right now? Like, what kind of... Okay, sorry. I'm just saying.
Oprah's a rude person. She really thinks she's entitled to get an answer. Michael responds with class. She didn't deserve it. Oprah has no boundaries. Asking celebrities unrehearsed questions put her in total control. The famous guests knew that if they reacted normally and pushed back, Oprah's massive audience might turn against them and ruin their reputation. And because of this, every visit to the Oprah Winfrey Show was a bit of a gamble. They know talking with Oprah would be a big promotional tool for their career, but they could easily be caught in a trap where they might be forced to reveal personal secrets. Like when Oprah interviewed Broadway legend Nathan Lane and asked about his sexual orientation. But luckily, Robin Williams saved him.
Taking that role and being like typecast and people forever saying, are you or are you not? Is he, honey? I don't know.
Girl, you changed just in the middle of that sentence. Don't make me come out there.
I don't think Oprah was trying to out me, but I said to Robin beforehand, I'm not prepared. I'm so scared of going out there and talking to Oprah. I'm not prepared to discuss, that I'm gay on national television. I'm not ready. And then, of course, she was like, how come you're so good at that girly stuff? And then Robin sort of swoops in and diverts.
Good old Robin, man.
Oprah goes off on a tangent and protects me because he was a saint.
Oprah tried as hard as she could to get some sort of juicy gossip or headline from Prince, but he knew what she was doing and wouldn't give in.
Have you ever perceived yourself as being weird in any way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand everything's relative, not weird to me.
And you're living in Minneapolis, of all places.
Minneapolis, yeah. I will always live in Minneapolis.
You will always live here? Why?
It's so cold, it keeps the bad people out.
Some people even think that he was low-key dissing her by saying it keeps the bad people away, since she was clearly hating on Minneapolis for some reason. Oprah also turned her sit-down with Toni Braxton into a straight-up interrogation about her finances and lifestyle, shaming her in front of the entire world.
B-R-O-K-E, broke?
Broke.
Like broke?
No money.
No money. Like net worth what?
Negative.
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 She has filed for bankruptcy.
She was so freaking mean to me. I was in shock.
Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%. I couldn't believe it because I loved her so much. I admired her and looked up to her. And she pretty much reprimanded
Why?
me.
I read that.
Why would you look up to a person who's a fucking bitch, man? Even like from back then, you could totally tell she's a ruthless businesswoman who will do anything she can in order to be on top. If you try to take that away from her, she's gonna come after you like a motherfucker. All right? She's a ruthless bitch. Never liked her. I didn't like her when people said a stupid joke on Drake and Josh with fucking Josh always saying I love Oprah joke. Fuck that bitch.
You were upset about
You make a
stories
song
that your
called Fuck Oprah.
overspending caused this. She says to me, I hear you have Gucci flatware. I'm Oprah Winfrey and I don't have Gucci flatware. First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware.
Oprah even asked a very young Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen about rumors regarding their weight. She wasn't satisfied with the 17-year-old twins' response and decided to dig deeper.
A new rumor has recently surfaced. Has really upset you, right? You know, the one about eating.
People are going to write what they want to write. Either you're too fat, you're too skinny, and people are just going to write what they
What size are you, by the way?
Size?
Yeah, I always like to
really
know.
short.
And as the years went on, Oprah's empathy felt more like a tool to extract as much information and emotion as she could out of her guests. A great example of this would be her interview with Kelsey Grammer. In a short span of time, his grandfather died of cancer, his father was murdered, his brother died in a scuba diving accident, and his younger sister was abducted, violated, and left for dead. If anyone needed a gentle interview, this was the guy. However, Oprah seemed like it wasn't enough for him to share his story. It was like she wanted him to relive it all over again.
When my sister died, 2 years...
You say my sister died. Your sister was brutally and murdered, which is a little different than just dying. You still miss her, I can see. Do you ever get over it?
No.
Why does she keep saying brutally murdered? I mean, geez, he knows that. He doesn't need to be reminded of it like that. But besides her fake empathy, Oprah had another secret weapon, and that was that she could alter or edit any interview if it didn't go her way.
Oh, that's
Rapper
true.
Ludacris claims that she used her power to manipulate their conversation before the public ever saw it. But first, you have to understand that Oprah simply does not like hip-hop.
I've been known for not being a big fan of rap music because of misogynist lyric and because of the use of the N-word. You obviously feel differently. A little bit. A little bit.
Therefore, her coverage of rappers and conversations with rappers should be viewed through a different lens, considering Oprah is extremely biased against them. But when Oprah had Ludacris on her show to promote his new movie Crash, she interrogated him as a rapper, even though he was there as an actor.
I was there for Crash, for the movie.
Yeah.
And basically she said something about not agreeing with my music, but she thought I did great in the movie. And of course I was up there with the whole cast of Crash. And so I didn't necessarily feel like that needed to be said. You know, you didn't agree with my music. And even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music.
Right.
So it was a lot of comments that actually basically she was able to say what she said, and then I had my rebuttal. And when I saw the final show, her comments were in there.
Right, was in there, but yours wasn't in there.
And mine weren't in there, so it just looked like I kind of took it.
Wow.
Like it was just quiet.
On one hand, Oprah offered something almost no one else could, a platform to millions of people. But she was the gatekeeper. You were stepping into her world under her rules. And when one person controls the questions, the framing,
she's a cult leader.
and the final
She's
edit,
a cult leader.
And with Oprah being the biggest show on television, making fun of her was one way that Mad TV's Deborah Wilson connected with some of Oprah's critics.
Today's show is about grieving.
Damn it! That's okay, girlfriend. I'm just gonna smile and think about the money. All right, let's make the loss of a loved one fun! Woo! Okay, here we go. Oh, yes. Come to mama. Who the hell is that on the monitor? Is that Cedric the Entertainer?
No, Oprah, that's you.
Oh, girlfriend, look, I had a rough weekend, okay? I gained over 180 pounds. I told you to take me only with the thinning camera.
Now, you could think that this was done in poor taste, but others felt that Oprah had profited enough off others' trauma, and it was only a balancing act that she had some coming her way. Like this sketch making fun of Oprah dunking on someone else's eating disorder.
I would stuff myself with sweets.
I understand how you feel, Mary, because I, too, was a victim of overeating when I was just a child. It was my great shame for years.
Anyway, by the time I was 12, I had ballooned up to 300 pounds.
Nothing. I ballooned past 300 pounds by the time I was 8. In school, high jumpers landed on me.
Oh my God.
Getting back to me, I started to diet like a fanatic. I tried every diet in the book.
Oh, yeah? Well, I tried every diet there was. Water, fruit, no carbohydrates. And I still kept gaining. Finally, I had my mouth welded shut.
Despite Mad TV pointing out the negative aspects of Oprah's authority, her ratings were through the roof. Her show drew 12 to 13 million viewers on an average weekday, so of course she wasn't going to change. In fact, she was doubling down, because she was arguably the most powerful person in television. In 1996, Winfrey began Oprah's Book Club, an on-air club designed to get the country excited about reading. After she would promote a book, they would start selling millions of copies. In 1997, 1997, she launched Oprah's Angel Network, a charity that raised more than $80 million from her viewers around the world. Winfrey also co-founded Oxygen Media LLC with Geraldine Laybourne, someone whose name was on Jeffrey Epstein's private jet log. Oxygen was a lifestyle and entertainment programming oriented towards women. And in '98, The Onion published a piece that exaggerated Oprah's influence to an absurd degree, but only because so many people already recognized the pattern. They took fake quotes from Oprah fans that said, "What book should I read? What low-fat lemon bread recipes should I use? What made-for-TV movies should I watch to give me a sense of empowerment?" asked Pamela Kolb. In these complex times, it can be frightening to have to go 3 weeks without any guidance from a television personality, but we must remain true to Oprah's vision. Our duty is to stay focused and on full alert until new orders are issued. But this doesn't really feel like an exaggeration. Oprah had a cult-like fan base of middle-aged moms all across the world.
That is true.
And because of that, she needed more content to supply her growing demand of emotional shock daytime TV. Her production company was looking to introduce another half self-help, half shock value show, kind of the classier cousin to Maury or Jerry Springer. And the perfect man for that was TV psychologist Dr. Phil. In the late 90s, Oprah was facing a massive lawsuit brought on by the Texas Beef Group. They started building a case after Oprah Winfrey aired an episode on her show called Dangerous Foods. She invited Howard Lyman, a cattle rancher turned vegetarian, onto her show to discuss controversial practices within the beef industry, including a process now banned in the US called rendering, which involves turning cow organs into feed for other cattle. She said because of this conversation, she would not eat another hamburger, and she had the type of influence where millions of people would just blindly listen to whatever she said. Beef prices went spiraling down after the episode, reaching a 10-year low, and the American beef industry felt that she defamed the entire industry. In the middle of her courtroom battle with Texas cattlemen, Oprah turned to Phil McGraw's trial consulting firm, Courtroom Sciences Inc. With the help of Phil, Oprah won the case and came out on top.
I just want to thank everybody who supported that idea and the idea of free speech. I believe I'm one of those people who probably just took it for granted, but that will never be so again.
And although this case was weak to begin with, it was a wake-up call for Oprah. For years, she had relied on empathy and personal testimony without always challenging claims or bringing in opposing experts. This lawsuit made it clear that platforming anyone with a strong opinion on national television in front of millions of people without having experts properly challenge them can have real consequences. Which is why it was perfect timing that she met Dr. Phil, because he was about to change Oprah's life forever. While people think of doctorate psychologists and therapists as helping with past trauma, Dr. Phil wasn't technically that kind of doctor. He helped prepare people like Oprah for trials, telling them how to speak and present themselves to look less guilty. He also assisted lawyers in jury selection, reading their statements and behavior before deciding whether or not to remove them from the jury. Phil earned a weekly segment on Oprah's show, because if you think about it, he was the ultimate asset to her. Dr. Phil's presence fundamentally changed how Oprah's conversations were received. For years, Oprah had been leading deep emotional discussions about family conflict, trauma, and personal responsibility, and Dr. Phil gave those same discussions a stamp of authority. Because he was introduced as an expert psychologist, his agreement with Oprah's instincts validated her. Dr. Phil reinforced the idea that Oprah wasn't just hosting these conversations, she was guiding people towards the truth. But the best part of Phil's addition to the Oprah Winfrey Show is that he also became a regular joke on Mad TV.
Thank you, Oprah, for creating the Dr. Phil Show. For without it, I would truly be somewhere in Texas, sitting in a trailer, drinking excessively, and touching my private parts while watching Mexican soap operas.
Oh my god.
However, actual therapists became really concerned when McGraw's popularity led to Oprah's production company creating his very own syndicated talk show, Dr. Phil, where people with deep personal or family problems came on stage to discuss their situation in front of a live audience. When his show aired in 2002, it had the biggest debut ratings of any new talk show since Oprah Winfrey in 1986, and it would remain in the top 2 daytime talk shows for more than a decade, meaning Oprah now owned the 2 2 biggest daytime talk shows in the world, and at the same time, she officially became a self-made billionaire. And despite the show's popularity, Phil McGraw has long been the most controversial mental health expert on TV. Professionals have criticized Dr. Phil's style of advice, describing it as overly simplistic, sometimes harmful, and not a substitute for licensed therapy. To make matters worse, Phil might have earned a PhD in clinical psychology, but he is no longer a licensed clinical psychologist and hasn't been since 2006. He stopped renewing his license after his TV career started to take off, but he didn't stop giving what appeared to be professional advice. After the show's peak, multiple former and current staffers alleged that the workplace fostered verbal abuse, fear, intimidation, and racism, and some claimed that guests were manipulated or treated unethically. The situation didn't get any better when it came to Phil's reputation for handling troubled adolescents. He has faced several allegations after referring children struggling with behavioral issues to Turnabout Ranch, a Utah-based residential treatment program. The facility has long faced allegations of sexual, physical, and psychological abuse. One former Dr. Phil guest filed a lawsuit claiming that age 17, she was assaulted by a staff member at the ranch. After reporting the assault, the victim alleges she was punished with forced labor in freezing conditions, forced to sleep on a wooden plank, and subjected to other degrading treatment. Even Danielle Bergoli, or Bad Baby, publicly described harsh conditions during her stay, including limited showers, being prevented from sleeping or lying down for days, and deprivation of basic comforts or privacy. Dr. Phil has avoided addressing these allegations and continues to recommend the facility, all while Oprah Winfrey's production company has been funding and profiting from this show. But Dr. Phil isn't the only controversial figure Oprah has brought on to legitimize her brand. As her weight fluctuated throughout the years, she was always experimenting with diets and wanting the newest information about nutrition. Ever since her liquid diet and fat wagon stunt, a lot of her audience would tune in to see her transformations following a period of weight gain or weight loss. That's when Oprah introduced Dr. Oz. Later, this decision to work together made many people believe it was just a scheme to sell meaningless products, while Oprah got filthy rich. In 2003, Oprah herself appeared as a guest on his show, Second Opinion with Dr. Oz, and the two hit it off immediately, leading to Oz becoming a regular health expert on the world's most watched talk show. Just like Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz was technically an actual doctor. In fact, he actually appeared to have better credentials than Phil and a real reason for being platformed. He got his MD from the University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine in 1986. He completed a residency in general surgery and went on to become a cardiothoracic surgeon specializing in heart surgery. Over the years, he made more than 60 appearances on Oprah's show, covering topics ranging from heart disease, cholesterol, and blood pressure to preventative care. He also frequently offered sound dietary guidance, weight management tips, and insights into the health impacts of various foods. For a lot of fans, Dr. Oz was the perfect televised physician because he explained things in a very simple and understandable way.
Let's start with what should be in your refrigerator, all right? Go.
Antioxidants.
Antioxidants.
What is an antioxidant? This apple was cut in half, and you'll notice this has turned brown, and this one hasn't because we took a little bit of lemon juice and sprinkled it on top.
So the lemon was like the antioxidant to the apple?
Exactly. Same thing happens to our skin, to our heart, to our eyes, all of our bodies.
Oprah presented Oz to her multi-million member audience as a miracle healer, capable of saving lives with his wealth of knowledge and love of fitness.
Okay, Dr. Oz, turn around here. On that wall, these are just some of the people who told us that something they heard you say on the show saved their lives. And a few of those grateful viewers wanted to be here today. So come on out, Catherine, Sandra, Brad, Karen,
oh my
and
goodness.
Shay.
Which is why in 2009, Dr. Oz got his own show co-produced by Oprah's company.
Of
and
course.
unlike other celebrity doctors, Oz was originally known for being against supplements and scams, often being praised for a more affordable approach to helping you lose weight.
Today at 4 on an all-new Dr. Oz, America's hidden health scandal. The supplements you have been taking may not be as safe as you think. Dr. Oz is uncovering the truth about the potential dangers in some of those supplements.
Unfortunately, this would change as the money started rolling in. This program slowly became more of an infomercial, promoting products rather than talking about practical solutions, like this green coffee bean extract that he marketed as a miracle in a bottle.
Fuck out of here.
Magic is make-believe, but this little bean has scientists saying they found the magic weight loss cure for every body type. It's green coffee beans, and when turned into a supplement, this miracle pill can burn fat fast for anyone who wants to lose weight.
But this turned out to be completely false. The study that that was often cited to support green coffee beans' miracle effect was later retracted due to flawed data. Years later, a senator publicly criticized Oz for using his show to market supplements, questioning why he would label them as miracles.
When you call a product a miracle and it's something you can buy and it's something that gives people false hope, I just don't understand why you need to go there.
My job, I feel, on the show is to be a cheerleader for the audience. And when they don't think they have hope, when they don't think they can make it happen, I want to look for any evidence that might be supportive to them.
Do you believe there's a magic weight loss cure out there?
If you're selling something because it's magical, no. If you're arguing that it's going to be like magic because if you stop eating carbohydrates, you're going to lose a lot of weight, that's a truthful statement. You may not agree with the flowery use of the word magic, but it is true that most people cutting out simple carbs will lose weight.
And while Dr. Oz was selling magical supplements to lose weight and help fight cancer, Oprah continued her own crusade for alternative healing methods, often without much evidence to really back the claims, especially when Oprah introduced a man who called himself John of God. Unlike Dr. Oz, John claimed to be a Brazilian healer and spiritual medium, able to heal the spirit and the body at the same time. For decades, visitors would wait in long lines to meet him at the Casa de Loyola in Brazil. When their turn finally came, John would look at them briefly, often without asking questions, and pronounce the spirit of a deceased doctor or healer that was working through him that day.
Dude.
And of course, when people's trauma or pain did not go away, they weren't exactly convinced of his supernatural abilities.
Fucking cults.
This is who they flock to. He calls himself John of God, but his real name is John Faria, a man who claims miracles. But what happens here is much less divine intervention than downright exploitation. And did you feel anything at all after you had been in this man's presence?
No, nothing.
Any logical person would look at this as nothing more than a grift. Others might see this as the early foundations of a cult. But on November 17th, 2010, Suzanne Casey wrote in Oprah's O magazine about her trip to see him in Brazil. After the death of her father, Casey wondered if John of God could help heal her grief. The article was called Leap of Faith, Meet John of God, and it was covered on the Oprah Winfrey Show. If that wasn't strange enough, Oprah even visited the healer on Oprah's next chapter, traveling to Brazil to meet him in person. And once again, due to Oprah's massive platform of millions of people who will just listen to whatever she says, his appearances across her programs helped his healing center gain international attention, drawing thousands of visitors who trusted Oprah's coverage. However, it turns out John was exploiting his authority to abuse vulnerable patients. More than 200 complaints poured in from 9 Brazilian states and 2 from overseas. And as a result, John of God had no other option but to surrender himself to the authorities. The number of sexual abuse allegations against him grew to nearly 600 women between 1986 and 2017. Now, on one hand, it's highly likely that Oprah had no idea that John of God was an absolute monster. She probably read the article and just believed that her team had done a thorough investigation before giving it the green light. On the other hand, I think you've now noticed the pattern of Oprah platforming very dangerous people. You'd think that after experiencing so many of these scandals, Oprah would be cautious of who she endorsed by bringing on her show. But at this point, Oprah was simply too big to fail. In 2010, she consistently made the number one spot on Forbes list of the most powerful celebrities. If she made $77 million in 1 year, it was considered a bad year. And unfortunately, it seemed like the richer she got, the more disconnected she became from reality. Like how she held massive giveaways that ended up costing her own guests a small fortune, or how she decided to tackle poverty and education in Africa only for her program to allegedly traumatize innocent children. Part of what made the Oprah Winfrey Show so famous was its large-scale giveaways to members of the live audience, which only grew her persona as a kind and charitable woman.
You get an iPod, you get an iPod, you get an
Oprah's
iPod.
favorite things, and instead of giving away cheap electronics, Winfrey would give away home renovations, wardrobe makeovers, group therapy retreats, or scholarships that could genuinely change someone's life. And every time, the crowd absolutely lost their minds, something that was often made fun of by comedians.
The most expensive gift ever given away on Oprah's Favorite Things? A DVD handycam valued at over $900!
Everybody here gets humpback whales! You get a humpback whale, and you get a humpback whale.
But in typical Oprah fashion, to keep ratings up, she kept making them bigger and bigger, eventually giving every single person in the audience a brand new car.
All right, open your boxes. Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3.
There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Oprah later looked back at the car giveaway saying, "That was one of the happiest days of my life. It delights me. It makes me so happy to see other people be happy and to be able to do that. That's one of the great joys of my life." The segment went down as one of the greatest talk show moments in history, inspiring other hosts to attempt large-scale giveaways. However, for some people, being handed a new car was actually a massive liability. While the show covered sales tax and registration for all 267 cars, it didn't pay the gift tax. Audience members were suddenly expected to pay $7,000 depending on their tax bracket. The show's producer said, "It was devastating after because gift tax is a thing, and it's always a complicated thing when you're giving stuff away. But we paid for the sales tax and the registration for each car, and we told the audience after if they didn't want to have to pay a gift tax, they could actually take cash for the car. And because we didn't pay the gift tax, people complained to the press, and that was devastating." Now, of course, being upset with Oprah over this is a little wild. It's a generous gift, and it's even more generous to give people the alternative of just receiving cash. But it was showing a pattern that Oprah was sort of detached from regular people. She didn't appear to understand that just throwing money around doesn't solve problems. In fact, it can actually create more problems. She had to learn this the hard way when she started a school in South Africa, but things got so much darker than she ever could have imagined. Earlier in her career, Oprah met with South African President Nelson Mandela to discuss strategies for addressing poverty. During her stay at the Mandela's home, she expressed her belief that education is key to leveling the playing field and shared her dream to build a school for girls in their country. 5 years later, the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls opened its doors. She poured $40 million into the 28-building campus for poor and disadvantaged girls.
It's all for taxes,
guys. It's a place of learning as well as living for them.
It's all for taxes.
We have to have a theater because this is a school for leaders, and in order to be a leader, you have to have a voice. And to have a voice, you need oration. So the idea for the school came about based on what I felt would be an honor for the African girls.
And all this for free. Free uniforms, free books, free meals. Everything is free at Oprah's school.
Initially, she was criticized for being too extravagant. Critics questioned whether high thread count sheets in the dormitories, a beauty salon, 2 theaters, and a dedicated yoga studio were necessary for an institution serving girls from impoverished communities. However, horrific allegations between 2007 and 2010 made the situation far more serious. A dormitory employee, Virginia Macapo, was arrested on charges including assault, indecent assault, and soliciting underage girls to perform indecent acts. At least 7 victims came forward, and Winfrey was shook to her core about these horrifying statements. She flew down to South Africa immediately. Winfrey, who called herself Mama Bear, praised the girls who reported the abuse. As often is the case, child abuse happens right within the confines of the people you know. I personally spoke to all the girls and encouraged them to come forward over the abuse claims. The girls are receiving counseling. I told the girls that we are going to clean out the school. There is still a lot of potential there, but Oprah may have overcorrected the problem and made the school even worse. After firing a ton of staff and implementing new rules, one parent described the school as now isolating its pupils from society, while others described it more like an abduction, where they sometimes couldn't even see their children. According to some of these parents, the school seemed like a detention camp. Witnesses stated, "We had only 2 hours to see my child. Surely this isn't a prison or an institution. The poor children are not even allowed to have any treats. Their diet is fruit, yogurt, and sandwiches." The previous week, there was a meeting for parents and guardians with the staff, and these issues were not brought up. Once again, Oprah, on her pursuit to make herself look better and extremely charitable, she completely misses the mark of what these mothers actually want. And it's ironic that she called herself Mama Bear to these girls when she really knows nothing about motherhood. She once said, "When people were pressuring preparing me to get married and have children, I knew I was not going to be a person that ever regretted not having them, because I feel like I am a mother to the world's children. Now, being a symbolic parent is not the same as being responsible for a child's day-to-day safety and emotional well-being. Oprah viewed her school as protection and opportunity, and actual mothers viewed it as isolation and control, something that Oprah would have seen if she was an actual parent with a child of her own. Oprah later acknowledged that she might have underestimated the psychological impact of a strict boarding school. I have made several mistakes, and one of them was being overprotective of the girls, which has led to an impression that the school is isolating them from society. But again, this isn't really an apology. She's just being overprotective because she cares so much. But things were about to get so much worse. The alleged assailant, Virginia McApoe, was formally acquitted of all 14 charges. The magistrate ruled that the testimony from the alleged victims was contradictory and lacked corroboration. McApoe declined to say whether she would forgive Winfrey and the staff of the academy. Oprah responded, "I am profoundly disappointed at the outcome of the trial. I will forever be proud of the 9 girls who testified with the courage and conviction to be heard. There was no justice for the young girls who were assaulted at Oprah's school." Now, if you do a little bit of searching beyond the mainstream news, you will find countless accusations that there are missing children from Oprah's South African school. People have long been trying to connect Oprah's school with Jeffrey Epstein. However,
oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Holy shit.
There are no reports of missing children, nor are there any records of her visiting his island. However, her former business partner, Geraldine Laybourne, that they co-founded Oxygen Media together, was found on Epstein's private jet log. And you'll notice that Oprah always has this at the scene of the crime nature to her. She was friendly with Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Diddy, had a school in South Africa where young children were assaulted, plus all of these controversies that we have mentioned before, yet she always came out squeaky clean. It was always just a misunderstanding, and she was just too empathetic or too overprotective and just wanted to do the right thing. Now, a more simple explanation is that this pattern has more to do with her proximity to power. When you're one of the most famous and influential people in the world, the circle you move in is overwhelmingly made up of other wealthy, powerful figures. Being photographed with or professionally connected to people like Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, or Diddy may simply reflect the reality of Hollywood and billionaire class networking, which is why Oprah had to set the record straight that she never went to a Diddy party.
I have never been near a puff party.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Okay, I don't know. I'm kidding.
Me knows if there is a party, I'm the first one out.
Right.
I'm the first one out.
But people love salacious.
Yes.
But she was not as clear when it came to denouncing the horrible crimes of Harvey Weinstein. Harvey was a film producer and one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. Beginning in the 1990s and continuing for years, multiple women later testified that Weinstein used his power to coerce sexual encounters, threaten professional retaliation, and sabotage careers when advances were rejected. When those allegations finally became public in 2017, reporting revealed that Weinstein had paid settlements to silence accusers, used private investigators to intimidate women and journalists, and relied on legal agreements to keep victims quiet. More than 80 women accused Harvey Weinstein of sexual harassment. 6 women testified, and he was found guilty of third-degree rape and a first-degree criminal sex act. He was sentenced to 23 years in prison in 2020. But when Oprah was confronted publicly about Weinstein's actions, she steered the conversation away from him, which was seen by many as her protecting Harvey.
And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment. I think this is a moment where no matter what business you work in, there have been women who not only had the disease to please, that's a part of it, but who felt that in order to keep my job, in order to keep my position, in order to keep moving forward, I've got to smile, I've got to look the other way, I got to pretend he didn't say that, I got to pretend he didn't touch me. I think those days are about to be over.
Stop pretending you didn't know. You all knew. World. Harvey looks guilty. Oprah. Let's focus on the late Michael Jackson instead. Oprah Winfrey had spent decades positioning herself as someone unafraid to ask hard questions, even when they made guests uncomfortable. So when the questions finally pointed back at her circle scandal, her response looked strategic. She was close enough to Weinstein that she was photographed kissing him on the cheek. Are we really to believe that she had no idea what he was doing to obtain that power? Maybe he gave her some tips and tricks of the trade. Oprah has slowly become another corrupt American billionaire in the eyes of the public. The empathy that once made her famous has started to come into question. It seems like every time Oprah Winfrey tries to share her money and power with the public, a story will follow exposing her as an opportunist, cosplaying as empathetic just to get everything she ever wanted, especially when it came to her response to the natural disaster in Maui, Hawaii. Instead of looking like a generous helping hand, the public only saw her as a corrupt landlord trying to protect her massive empire of stolen land. Oprah's connection to Hawaii began when her longtime trainer turned property manager, Bob Green, suggested she consider buying land there. Bob had been visiting a particular area of Hawaii for 15 years, drawn to its weather, mountains, and ocean views. While searching for the perfect spot, he eventually found it in a remote.
Yeah, and then she was like, "Oh, hey guys, so can you guys donate to this place so I could like rebuild my land?" Like, motherfucker, you're a fucking billionaire. Pay for yourself.
Upcountry region where most homes sit along moss-covered hillsides overlooking the sea. Bob encouraged Oprah to check out the nearby property that had gone up for sale, and Oprah was quick to frame her purchase as another act of generosity. Referring to Bob, Oprah said he was worried that some developer might swoop up the land and build condos. So instead, Oprah decided to buy it and build up her own private estate. Over the years, Oprah continued to buy massive plots of land all over Maui, and now she owns over 1,000 acres that she more or less keeps for herself. Now, Oprah has received praise for employing native Hawaiians and preserving wildlife, but there was definitely a fair amount of criticism coming from people about how she chose to do it. And that only got worse when the Maui fire became a national tragedy. On August 8th, 2023, a series of devastating wildfires swept across Maui, including Lahaina Upcountry and Kula, becoming the deadliest U.S. wildfire in over a century. Lahaina was impacted the hardest. Dry vegetation, powerful hurricane winds, and downed power and communication lines made the fire spread incredibly fast, and made it almost impossible for people to evacuate safely. More than 2,200 buildings were damaged or destroyed, and entire neighborhoods were reduced to ash. The confirmed death toll reached over 100 people. After the wildfires, Oprah and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson launched the People's Fund of Maui, each pledging $5 million to help survivors.
Just click where you see below and send a donation. That money is going to go to one of many residents who have been displaced in Maui. We guarantee.
In this case, the fund that we created with a lot of hard work from a lot of hardworking people who all care about these people.
Fucking bullshit. Even,
as Oprah was saying,
even The Rock is like, fuck, I regret this.
It is a clean, direct from you directly to their hands, and right away with some real immediacy, because as we're finding, as you guys around the world know, with disasters like this, the number one need is money.
Is money.
In hand.
Now, we can all admit that any amount of money donating to a good cause is a good thing, and we shouldn't shame people for that. And of course, The Rock and Oprah donating $5 million is incredibly generous. But two billionaires giving out the equivalent of pocket change to them, and then asking hardworking Americans to donate instead just kind of felt a little bit like a slap in the face. In response to the unified hatred, The Rock said, "When we first launched the fund, there was some backlash. I get it and I completely understand, and I could have been better, and next time I will be better," noting it's hard to donate when the person asking you for money already has a lot of money. Ultimately, The Rock was able to get away from the story in a handful of days. He was born and raised in Hawaii, so those people didn't feel as much anger towards him. However, Oprah still hasn't been able to live this down. Winfrey told CBS that she was terrorized and vilified online following the announcement of the fund. "I was so excited about it, and then I got up the next morning and I saw all of this vitriol, and I was like, whoa, what happened here?" For the millionth time, Oprah was just trying to do the right thing, and she was excited about it, and she didn't understand why people were so mad at her. And because people were so mad, a handful of conspiracy theories began to spread, alleging that she failed to help the innocents from escaping the chaos on the island. One of the most widespread conspiracies was that she had a secret road that she closed off when the fire spread, even though it technically belonged to another ranch. Additionally, after disasters like this, a very specific conspiracy almost always follows, that wildfires are land grab opportunities for the rich. Once an area is devastated, long longtime residents are financially ruined, insurance battles drag on, and rebuilding becomes impossible. Property values crash, and that's when the wealthy outsiders quietly swoop in to buy the land at a fraction of its former cost. To people already angry and grieving, it starts to feel less like recovery and more like a reset designed for the rich. What makes people suspicious about Oprah Winfrey isn't a single accusation. It's a pattern of power, being surrounded by countless controversies, yet somehow never being seen as at fault. For decades, Oprah didn't just participate in media, she controlled it. She owned her voice, her distribution. And if you were on her show, she also owned your voice. There was never a gatekeeper she had to answer to, because she was the gatekeeper. If a controversy surfaced, Oprah didn't wait for the narrative to form. She got in front of it, softened it, and reframed it on her own terms. Now, to her credit, she did teach millions of people how to talk about pain, healing, and growth, but that also became her secret weapon. Her own failures didn't result in accountability. They were just life lessons that she had to go through. Not to mention, she benefited from it every time, platforming countless con artists, a boost in ratings, promoting a dangerous or unproven diet trend, a best-selling book, and more cultural influence. Good friends with Hollywood predators, never asked what she knew about them, and is seen as empathetic for shifting focus on victims. Buys up 1,000 acres in Hawaii, pricing out natives right before a natural disaster, seen as a savior for launching a charity with other people's money. Those victims were just a part of God's plan for Oprah. She was just trying to do the right thing, and her audience believed her every time. And now, she's worth nearly $3 billion. Not because she avoided mistakes, but because she never lost control of the story around them. And like so many people who reach that level of power, we don't need discernible proof that they are bad people. We just can't trust anything that they say. Kind of like Ellen DeGeneres, who was a lovable and kind talk show host for 3 decades, but once she lost control of her narrative, the cracks in her facade began to show.
Honestly, Oprah is way better at changing the narrative compared to Ellen, because holy shit, bro. Ellen and Oprah are pretty much the same kind of people, in my opinion. You don't become a person like Oprah without having some massive skeletons in your closet. 100%. 100%, dude. Like, 100, bro. The way that you give billionaire is because of her being ruthless. That's literally it. She's not a genuine person. She knows how to get the money and seem genuine, but she's never been a good person. She may only seem that way, but no, she's never been a good person. Anyways, yeah, screw you, Oprah. How you doing, graphics? How you guys doing? We're almost done with the painting, guys. Yeah, we're actually getting this done almost. As soon as we're done with this, it's gonna let's see, what do we have on our list next? Let's see. I do want to play some games, some video games. So I still need to make some room to play Marvel Rivals, because I've been wanting to play that for a while. I announced it before the drama happened, by the way. I was thinking maybe play some Mario Kart World. Yo, what up, and the Flow? How you doing? How you doing? I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Relaxing today. Nice, nice. Yeah, same here. Right now we're just painting. I was gonna stream yesterday, but I got like busy and I went somewhere. So I got back late and all that. So we're doing a bonus stream on Friday, guys, and on Saturday. So on Friday we're gonna do prints cleanup, where we're gonna start printing our prints and get that get up them running. Maybe play some more rivals and also start working some sticker art. But Saturday I'm gonna be doing a short stream, guys. We're gonna be watching the Dragon Ball announcements. Yeah, so there's a big announcement happening on Saturday, where there's gonna be like new video games, movies, maybe a new anime. A lot of bunch of stuff are being announced on that show, guys. So it'll be on Saturday, guys. I don't know. I think it's at 4:45 p.m. Japan. So yeah, Pacific time. So we'll do like a short stream. Hopefully it's a short stream, because I think it'll be done around like 6 o'clock or something like that. Maybe we'll be doing a painting of Dragon Ball characters too as well. Yeah, we're gonna have a great time, guys. We're gonna have a great time. Yeah. So because like I said, yeah, I couldn't stream yesterday, but we got a lot of stuff planned for you guys for this week. Because Thursday, tomorrow, I'm gonna do another character painting of like a fan art painting. I'm not 100% sure which character yet. I do have the red Power Ranger right now, so I probably will do that one. We're only doing a lot of small paintings right now, guys, to sell at the art show for this Sunday. But we are planning to make some big paintings, guys. We are planning for that. That is happening. Way more than just like faces and stuff like that. Full body characters, environmental kind of design, stuff like that. I'm just working on it right now. Kinkera Mara story. Wait, what is that? Graphics. Wait, what? My life is a cherry blossom tree, spring sensation, fragrance and capita. My heart doesn't truly belongs to water, fragrant roots. Is that like your poem? I'm pretty sure I bullshit that. I can't read well. Or I cannot pronounce words well, as say. Is that what it's actually called? I just called it Dragon Ball event. Big fan. Is this what it's actually called? Like dead ass? I just call it Dragon Ball event. Let's see. Hold up. There we go. Let's see. No, not really. It's a figurative phrase. I've added. Oh, yeah. Would you like to read my philosophical quotes? I can do that. I can do that. I am, like I said, I'm not really good at reading or pronouncing words. Let's see. Hold up. I'm looking at the Dragon Ball thing right now. Did I change my? No. Okay. I did. Okay. Let's see real quick. Hold up. I know. Yeah, it's happening on 25th, but it's on the 26th for us, right? Hold up. Yeah, it's on Sunday, but that's not for US time, right? It's on the 24th for us. Let me see. Um, yeah. It's on the 24th, right? For us in Pacific time. Let's see. Yes, that's Japan time, guys. It's Japan time. Let's see. If you don't want to read, if you don't want to read, let me see. Wait, what? Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, I'm just not good at reading. Like, dead ass. Let's see. I think it's on YouTube, actually. Hold up. Look at YouTube real quick. Yeah, I think I saved it for, like, notifications, I think. Let's see. It's not that one. Um, yeah, it's on Saturday, not Sunday. I thought it was Sunday. That's why I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss the Dragon Ball stuff, but it looks like it's until Sunday. Yeah, look at that. Let's watch the Ginra event live, scheduled for 124 at 4:30 p.m. So yeah, I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be on Saturday for us on the US. I understand what you're talking about. Your personality is placid and frivolous. Frivolous? Is that what frivolous? What does frivolous mean? Let's see. Let's see. Um, Live stream here. There you go. There we go. Click on the YouTube real quick. Um, Yeah, so notify me. Okay, there you go. It's gonna be at January 24th at 4:45 p.m. There you go. Cheerful. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm like, what does this frivolous mean? See, I'm a fucking moron. Okay, yeah. So yeah, guys, I'll be streaming on Saturday, guys, at like around 4 o'clock. We'll be doing a Dragon Ball character painting. I don't know which character yet, guys, because I've done some Dragon Ball like Goku already in sketches. I was thinking about maybe Vegeta. I haven't done him in a while. Or maybe even like Piccolo, but I already have a big painting of Piccolo, so I was not thinking that too much. So I'm still thinking about which character I'm gonna do. Maybe Frieza, maybe a villain. I'm not sure. 10 episodes from Dragon Ball. Oh yeah, but like I said, this right here is the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball. That's why it's like a big deal. So you're gonna showcase a lot of stuff in this one. So we will see. But yeah, I will be streaming on Saturday, guys, at 4 o'clock p.m. guys. I think it may end around 6 o'clock p.m. I don't know. We'll see. And after that, I'll go back to working on that kind of thing. I'm going to do a Belmont and different costumes. Ooh, really? Nice. So yeah, I am gonna subscribe and notify, and I got my notification on. Boom. Wait, notify me. There we go. Notification on. We're ready to go. And that's what we're gonna do on Saturday, guys. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this whole thing on Saturday. All right. I got other stuff planned. For for tomorrow and then Friday, and then kind of go from there. Alrighty then. Alrighty. I'll be right here. I will be right here. Bum, 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 bum. I'll be right here. I'll be right here. If you wanna like check out when I'm like live, you can also check out my Discord. In the Discord, you realize that I am way different than any other people. I mean, everybody's different, right? We're all different in so many ways. Right. We're all different. We're not the same. I mean, if we're all the same, then, well, shit, our life is gonna be boring. Our life is gonna be a lot boring, bro. Yeah. You don't have Discord? Oh, I mean, I shouldn't be too surprised. Not everybody has Discord, so I shouldn't be too surprised. Bum, bum, bum. All right, guys, so we're gonna watch one more video.
A few months ago,
we're gonna watch one more video, and well, actually, maybe two. Here is a video. I spent 24 hours drawing at an anime studio, and that is from PewDiePie. PewDiePie.
Oh, I got a letter, an invitation from the royal house of anime, gods of anime. Which studio invited me to come over? I could not pass up. They've animated Attack on Titan, Spy Family, a ton of shows, and even the new upcoming One Piece. This is a huge deal. They don't normally do this kind of thing. I could not believe it. Me? Apparently they saw my drawing video where I taught myself how to draw and was like, hey, let's have this read over. But I was not just coming for a visit. I was actually coming to participate and draw myself. So we filmed the whole experience, and it starts off at 8 a.m. heading to Witch Studios with Paul, the camera guy.
8 a.m.
We're heading to Witch Studio. The king of anime has invited me. I don't know why. If this doesn't go well, I'll be banned from anime. You distract them, and I'll just run into the woods and live there for the rest of my life. If this doesn't go well.
Why did?
I don't know why. I'm really nervous.
Why did that got deleted? PewDiePie mentioned I love him. Guys, ban that message or deleted that message. Says AI mod. Deleted the message because it's sexual. You only wrote I love him. What the hell's Kick doing? Sorry about that. I don't know. Okay.
I think drawing with professionals, that's kind of daunting, but I think it'll be really valuable information. We'll learn a lot, and there's always plan B. So
I understand,
first
yeah.
off, I got to meet
Cool.
with the board of directors and the creators. A bit of a cultural explanation here. Japan is very formal business-wise, no matter what. You wear a business suit and a tie. Everyone looks the same in the business industry. So the fact that these guys pull up in Attack on Titan t-shirts and their goofy attitude, I absolutely loved. These guys were awesome.
Okay.
That's cool.
So which anime have you worked in the past?
進撃の巨人、アタックオンタイタン。
Let's see. TV anime, Attack on Titan seasons 1 through 3, character designer and chief animation director. Spy Family and Code Y, chief animation director. Board member of the Wit Studio, T Anime as Titan's animation producer. Okay.
メインアニメーター、キャラクターデザイナー。
Super anime.
Thank you.
So what are we going to do today?
まずスタジオの中を見てもらいまして、アニメの工程か作り方の工
Let's
程
do
を
walk through process the anime creation. Hell yeah!
楽しみに。
あとは
Every morning, animators gather up and host a drawing session. Really?
それも体験してもらおうかなと思ってます。
Every day?
毎日。
So you're also experiencing that today too.
Yeah.
Together.
Oh.
Okay. Can you tell how much I am nervous about the drawing bit? I knew I was gonna draw with the other animators, the warm-up drawing session, but I was dying on the inside, okay? This is something about drawing in front of other people, especially pros. Like, it's just daunting. But first, they introduced me to some of their work.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Whoa!
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
The legendary 18-second animation cut.
This legendary scene in particular.
Right? I mean, you could use it. They're letting them use the Aubrey side reserves and everything. Bro, it's a crazy animation, I'm not gonna lie.
You can probably tell what's so special about it. There's no cuts. They told me initially this was supposed to be 3 cuts, but the director just came in and decided to go Super Saiyan and was like, no cuts.
エバラさんが自ら言ったので、もうそこはもう
We trust them to work on the
作業に
scene.
入ってもらうんですけど、もう
Set up, set in the office forever to finish the animation. Damn.
Mr. Ibarra came up with the idea to have it in one scene. So he had to take responsibility to complete it.
Okay, yeah.
Because of that, he was in the office working on the animation for the whole day, for several days.
Oh.
No one has expected this much of work to be done.
Oh, really?
So when everyone was checking the animation, they were saying that Mr. Ibarra is crazy.
Mr. Ibarra is crazy.
One word. Not awesome, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Nice one.
Maybe you have to be crazy to work on anime then.
I love how they emphasize just how crazy this was. This sort of move, not only did it push the whole studio, but it pushed the whole industry as a whole. Seeing the original drawings for it in person, how this was all made and thought out was seriously so sick. Then I was introduced to every department in the animation studio, and first up was director of color design.
But before we get into that, let's get real for a second. The internet is worse than ever. Everything is free apps, free services.
I need to log in, I'm still laggy. Be right back. Wait, what?
But remember,
my internet issues?
Whatever.
Cool to see. よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
TV Attack on Titan 1 through 3 color design. Okay. Oh, it works the data and color design too. Data and color design is pretty cool if you actually look at it.
Wow.
I gotta be honest, I never really thought about colors that much. We looked at the character color design for Attack on Titan. Seeing the raw
Color
drawing
schemes.
and then just it come to life with the color was so cool. It really makes you realize just how important color is.
Yes.
Obviously.
Always to get the scene right
But not
and
only that, we
the
got to see
the
how
emotions.
it's drawn, different colors, if it's twilight or sunset or night or day. All this made a huge difference and it just looked perfect. I don't know how to describe it. I will say this a lot in this video, but every single frame, someone has to color it. And seeing him do
No
it,
duh.
this is unbelievable. You might have noticed the raw image here has red and blue lines on it. That's basically a marker for them, what is highlight and what is shadow. A little industry and knowledge for you guys.
で、これを
Yeah.
プレビューで動かすとこんな感じで
Wow, look at that.
仕事になります。
Yeah, it's really cool.
As an
Wow. How long does this take to get this much?
そうですね。これまあ人にも
But 15, 30 minutes per one image? Damn, it's crazy.
30分とかかかって、で日本のアニメーションって1秒が24フレ
In
ーム。
Japanese, 1 second is 24
15 to
frames.
30 minutes for one picture to be drawn. And in Japanese animation, 1 second is 24 cuts or 24 animation.
Can you tell my math brain did not figure out what that meant?
That's a lot.
A lot of work. That's
Yes.
what that meant.
Yes.
A lot of work.
30
goes into
minutes?
it. Next, I got to meet with
It's
backgrounds
a lot
and
of-
detail.
Oof.
Guess how many backgrounds is in an episode? I guess like 20.
2 or 3?
Up to 300.
Yeah. Oh,
per
shit.
episode. There's a whole department for this.
I did not know there was that many. I think it's like I used to like with Naruto, they always use the same background.
For the background team to be working on. He'll be introducing you about how background team is working on for the animation.
Nice.
So they start off with a raw image, like a basic sketch. Then not in all, but then in some they get 3D rendering, and then they draw on top of that all the details. He even made this video for us to see just how they do it. I couldn't help thinking like, you wouldn't even notice that unless you zoom in. The amount of levels that goes into the details is insane. And I was like, that looks amazing. But he goes, no, this is the rough version. Here's the real one. It's like, well, it really does make a huge difference. I asked what was the most challenging thing about this? And the answer was so obvious, but really interesting.
What's the most difficult thing?
スケジュールを守ることですかね。
Making sure he makes it for the deadline.
Well, yeah,
描い
yeah.
てること自体はやはり皆さん絵が好きなので、描いてること自体は楽しいので、そのスケジュールを守りながらどう自分の
Wait, do they color this with a mouse?
を出すかっていうのが
Not a tablet?
仕事
No, it's a different department.
Everyone works on a deadline. He's like, I love drawing. I can keep drawing forever, but we have to keep constantly moving. And when you draw on a tight schedule, that's gonna make it so much more difficult. And I got to experience this firsthand in our next planned event, the croquis session. This is a session they do to warm up every single day. Everyone sits in a circle and then you take turns to draw each other in all these different poses.
Oh,
Really?
Wow. So
You're challenging them.
Starting the 30-second session?
30 seconds? Yeah, only 30 seconds.
Okay.
Draw anything in 30 seconds. It's impossible. They told me it was gonna be fast, but I did not realize just how fast 30 seconds is.
No way. What? Okay, じゃあ。ちょっと早いすぎ。
I mean, that's got. I can understand why, because you want to draw as fast as possible, especially when it comes to frames and all that. You want to get used to that. I mean, that's why I kind of been doing that too with like my sketches. Like my sketches, like what I wanted to create on characters, it took me like an hour sometimes, like to come up with the idea, put everything together. Because again, I wasn't used to it, and then now it's like max 5 minutes or less, sometimes 10 minutes. But that's the whole point. Like I learned how to sketch a lot better and faster. It's not perfect yet, but it's like I'm learning. Like you just got to learn how to do it faster and quicker, especially when it comes to things that are like supposed to be quickly, not like take a long time because you're overthinking it and stuff like that. And so yeah, that's like I think it's a good thing to do this kind of thing. It's always good to experiment, to go like faster and all that.
I was stressing out. I was like, what? Are people actually drawing stuff?
Slept back in school.
Yeah, back in
I
school.
haven't dared to look at other people's yet. I hope they're as bad as mine, but I know that's not the case.
30-second again?
Wow. too fast. Way too fast. Oh.
Oh, like drawing like her with the gun? Oh, I see. Different poses, that makes sense. Yeah, that's just that's nerve-wracking for sure.
Then after a couple of sessions, we switched to 3 minutes.
So you have 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to draw. Is it now?
Now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Just make that darker. I mean, 3 minutes is a lot better.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, this is too much time. But eventually, I got a rhythm of it. I got a flow, and I was feeling good. I was like, okay, I like this. This is not too bad. This is not too bad. Then I made a terrible, terrible mistake.
What?
I glanced over to my left, and oh my god.
Oh, this is how fast they're going?
Oh, so annoying.
I mean, they're used to
That is
it.
the most incredible piece of art. Looking at mine, just looking like a baby drew it. What I didn't know at the time was I was sitting next to the art director for Osama no Ranking, the big
Oh,
boss. Yeah.
what? Well, no.
That was next level.
Wow,
I've been drawing for 2
that's
years.
cool.
I would still consider myself a beginner. Then it was my turn to pose. I wish I picked a less uncomfortable pose. I was in agonizing pain for 3 minutes, but I think I played it off pretty well.
Maybe a gun?
3分でお願いします
OK。こんなです。
Cool compose. Interesting. Interesting. You know what? I could actually say this is very beneficial. You're practicing you're getting your dustiness off quickly. I don't know what you want to call it. But it's also good because you're coming up with the poses quickly and you could draw the poses quickly, so you don't take too much time of drawing the pose, and you put more time in putting of the line work, the detailing, the shading, the color, etc. kind of thing. Because I could see like how like that saves time.
Should have picked the less painful pose. Everyone is so good. I don't want to show.
Afterwards, we reviewed each other's art.
Cleaning up, then reviewing and commenting on each other.
Can we just keep it? I felt okay, and then I look over to my left and right, and I'm like, no. This is not...
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was so fun. Yeah, a little. It was super interesting. I've never done anything like it. These are amazing. You guys are all so good. I shouldn't be next to another one. Everyone draws so fast too. This is like level 1. Level 100. It's kind of weird for me to just be like, oh, this is terrible. This is amazing. Okay, I'll just have a look then. Okay. Wow, I like the line art. It's really good. You guys did shading too. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, something to do with tablets. Okay.
Whoa. So good.
Well, yeah, I mean, like he's 2 years in drawing, so it's not like these people have been doing it for some time now, and so it's kind of like even when I do poses, I'm not even as fast at doing poses because mine is more. I was more of a designer. I don't know. I was like in the middle, like I design characters and then I made them in design instead of fully like capturing a pose and stuff. Like I'm doing that now. That's why I do that like every twice a week at this point. So, like, is it this one? No. So this one right here is my sketchbook of me doing designs of me just practicing characters, whereas my original or fan art. And so like I did this one recently with Goku, and so it went pretty quickly because I did copy a pose on this one because I want to see like how they did the pose for this Goku and my own art style, right? So like these are my sketches that I do, that I work on, and then this is my own version of like my own the character without a pose or anything, just my own art style, of course, but just a straightforward one. So I want to do more than just straightforward. So that's why I'm gonna start working on other kind of designs right now. So yeah. So that's like I got like this little pose like Supergirl like flying kind of thing, you know. Nothing too crazy though. We got like a side pose on this one, a little bit more with Zoro and stuff, you know. And so yeah, this is like my book to practice. This is like my book to practice poses and stuff. But I gotta get more like crazier with the pose. Like one of my new challenges I'm gonna start doing is trying to do different poses for every character now. Instead of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Because I think I find like here's like a little crash one like, you know, just practicing. So yeah, like I think the other one that I did that was different was hold up. No, that's crouching. Oh yeah, like a crouch one. Another one kind of thing, you know. So like I said, it's all about practicing, you know. Like and another crouching one. So yeah, this book is just all about practice. And also sticker designs too, if you want to think about it. But yeah, this is just all just to practice what I want to create and everything, and just keep messing around with the ideas and all that, you know. And that's the whole point of them. It's just to like really just practice.
Damn. Wow. I have only good things to say. I don't know. I like how you did different as well. That's cool. Wow. I have a long way to go.
I was so scared of this drawing session, I almost didn't even accept this offer. I know it sounds crazy, but just to me, it just seemed too much, like too scary, too big of a deal. Like this amazing studio invites me over to draw. I got like, what's it called? I never had this feeling before. Everyone talks about it. When you feel like you're not worthy or something. I felt like I wasn't worthy for this opportunity, so I almost said no to it. In hindsight, I was so stupid because everyone in the room was just so supportive.
I mean, he's a big streamer who started doing art. He likes having fun as a hobby, and he's just doing this for fun. In regards to your point, I must admit you're at a designer who exactly knows how to design proficiently. It reminds me of drawing poetically due to practicing many days ago. There's a common pervert named pervert. Pervert. I can't even say the word. I'm sorry. Practice makes perfect. It's common to see people trying to appear or sound perfect. Or yeah, okay, yeah. Like yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what a lot of people get when they get into creating. It's like they want to be perfect automatically, and that's not how that works. You know.
And just wanted to do their best.
So I think with this video, there will be a lot of people that want to learn to draw. So you would recommend this sort of exercise for people?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
You
don't really have to draw fast in the beginning. Yeah, people often get picky of yourself, and then picture becomes small. Yeah, that's what I used to start doing. I started like just drawing different poses, and just start working with different poses. So like, so I can start getting to a point where I can start drawing on top of my head. That's why I've been doing a lot of this right now, but I'll be switching off to doing bigger things.
As a beginner, you would have a habit to go small and more detailed,
yeah,
more dynamic, and have fun instead of being picky about yourself.
See, that's why I'm not trying to go too often with like super detail as much no more, because I realized that you don't need to do it all the time with that, especially with certain different styles that you're drawing or creating. You can just have fun with it and go crazy with it, you know.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
I even got critique on my art, and yeah, I made the biggest noob mistakes ever.
Like maybe compare because it's the same.
Yeah.
Ah!
同じポーズ。すみません。残酷だなと思ってなんか。
It's so evil having a beginner and a professional being
it's
compared.
okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's really cool. If anything, it's inspiring. So.
こうやって比較していただいてインスパイアされるのですごくありがたいというふうに言ってます。学びになるっていうことですね。
Areas of improvement. Where can I? What should I work on? Do you think?
次どういうところを意識してやればいい思いますか？
My feelings won't be hurt. It's okay.
前のを見てもいいですか？
そう。
ああ。そうか。そうですね。もうちょっと大きく描くといいかも。
You can just draw
larger. That's exactly what the other person saying. Yeah, that's the thing. What I was also doing it in the beginning of my drawings. I was drawing them smaller. Let's see if I can find the book. That was like the beginning one, but not as much. Well, let me see. No, these weren't like the beginning. No, it wasn't this. It was the other book. Like one thing I didn't do was like do placements of my art. It was just kind of freestyling it for the most part. Yeah, it was like mostly freestyle. Like you see how like this Hulk is off. I don't know. Hold up. Yeah, you see how like this Hulk is like off with like the anatomy and everything like that. Even though it's large, but it's like this is where I was just practicing. I was like messing with my style. And yeah, it's just something that a lot of like you see like how this one right here, the angle's like off. Like the angle should be like more straight. He's like looks like went on an angle. But yeah, that's what I was practicing. Some of these characters was kind of like, oh, I see. Like either I draw it too small or play some weird, or I draw this and it's like, okay, it looks cool, but like it's a little bit off. I don't know, Like it all depends. It all depends like how I draw. But yeah, these were like me just practicing. Like this one of my worst ones, in my opinion. But that, like it was good that I was getting these sketches out because yeah, it's really good to like just get like ideas out like this. Like this is bad too as well. I struggle with it, but like I said, it was just me practicing. Like this is like my Spider-Man, like all weird and stuff, But like Wolverine too. Look at this. So yeah, I mean like that's why I don't mind of me drawing bad, I guess you could say, because I'm drawing this to like get my bad habits out, and at least like I could learn from it, Like this one looks odd because there's no knee pretty much. But yeah, so that's what they are. These are just fun sketches that I do, and yeah, I'll continue working on it and sort of like practicing more and kind of going from there, and just continue having fun with it, Like I did with this with the streamer and stuff. So it's all about just practicing. Even if it looks off, it looks bad, you can't get it right at first. I think it's still important to kind of continue doing it. You can realize where you're messing up and fixing it pretty much. We can't be breakfast designers since it may take a long time for us to become a pro designer. Of course, I adore how PewDiePie is whimsical and charismatic at the same time. He's being kind-hearted towards the employees. Well, yeah, I mean, I want to look at yours. What's written inside? Fair enough. I met a ton of people who drew just like you. They explained to me the same thing, just like you did to me. Speaking frankly, these drawings are clearly brilliant and meaningful, like a summer. Oh, I appreciate that. Damn, did not see that coming. Oh, go
bigger.
Yeah, I noticed you. Yeah, it's just a habit. Yeah, everyone draw bigger and it looks much more interesting, and it's hard to do the detailing.
Yeah, have a longer stroke and be more dynamic as you said as well.
I think confidence. Probably, I was a little nervous.
At this point, I was so relieved and so happy. I was like, okay, now I get to enjoy the rest of the day. You probably had this experience where there's an important day, but there's just one moment that you kind of dread. So once I was done, that was done, I was feeling so relieved. I was like, okay, no more pressure on me. I just get to enjoy the last of this amazing tour. Wrong. It was about to get way worse. They were gonna have me actually animate. I've never animated ever. I don't animate. So we enter the room where everyone is working. It's a very respectful atmosphere, quiet. I got to look at the raw storyboard for Attack on Titan intro. This is where the director first shares his vision with different notes and detail.
こっち側アクションのところに必要な動き、こういうのを書いてほしいとか、あとはカメラの動きとかが書いてあるのがここ。
It has the instruction on how you want the characters to move, and in the boxes you also have the instruction for the camera team to, whether for example pan up, it says there, how cameras are moving, not the characters itself. Because it's the opening, the animation itself would have a longer part with more scenes and details. So this is the first cut till here.
これに合わせて、基本的には原画は、作業を進めていくっていう形に。
This then gets passed to the keyframe team, which draws a rough version of the keyframes, like a first version of the animation. It was really cool and interesting to see how much is still drawn by hand or physical pieces being used. The timesheet, which is this green paper, looking at this animation being better than anything I will ever draw. And it's the rough first draft.
So these are actually all drawn by hand?
全部手で描いてるんですか？
そうですね。
Yes, yes, yes.
So many for just like small movements. It's crazy.
たくさんの絵はやっぱりありますよね。
そうですね。
Hold up, wait a minute, hold up.
It's for 14 seconds.
But after that, it was time for me to test it out myself. They gave me a classic animator's exercise, which is to draw a person jumping off a box. 15 minutes, go. What?
How many
drawing you do?
Yeah.
すごいシンプルに動かして8枚から9枚はいるかな。
Okay, I'll do simple.
とりあえず8枚で。
I was freaking out internally. What have I gotten myself into? But I decided to try my very best.
Paul, can you jump for me so I know how it looks like?
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Slower.
Slower? How are you supposed to jump slower?
Just not.
Okay. I see. Play the back. I got it.
So it's.
So I have to think. He's gonna have to go down, and then jump, and then back to the way it started. So I think my strategy will be to just draw and see what happens. Boom, boom. He shrunk.
But after a little while, the realization hit me. I'm sitting in this.
Okay, sorry about that. Let's see, animation. I done a couple of animations, nothing too crazy, but literally you want to get like what I learned from me personally, you want to get the first poses first. Like the main one from like the crouch, the middle, and then the end. And then you draw the in-betweens. If you want to make it more more fluid animation, right? That's literally what it is. So it depends how many frames you put in, obviously, but you have your like kind of like your 3 main ones for the most part, or maybe 2 main ones. It depends on the scene. But that's what I learned about animating. When I mean doing animation stuff like that, is that you want to have your main one, obviously, and then like you want to do your second one and last, or you want to just like do it like one by one. Obviously, a lot of people do it too, but it's usually like it depends on how many more frames you want to put in between. Like for example, you put in 3 frames in between, right, from the first and second one, and 4 or 5 frames for this last one or something. I don't know, but it's kind of like that's how like you get it smoothie, you know, like you get it, make it all smooth and all that. It's certain so thanks to employees who lived in his first. I understand that why PewDiePie is freaking out due to his nervousness. Yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't want to think that he needs to like. I mean, obviously I understand why he's nervous and all that, but I mean, mostly every time you do something for the first time, it's not being as great. But the more you do it, it's gonna be easier, obviously.
Same room as some of the best artists in the world, and here I am drawing this absolute garbage.
He's got to go down lower. You can't jump from this position, right? It's got to be lower. Okay. So like boom, boom, boom.
I'm trying to think what I should add right here, guys. I'm trying to add right here.
I'm throwing this because I'm doing so poorly. I know this is like the worst, but it's really fun actually to try. So, all right, let's watch this masterpiece. It's not terrible because it's so fast you can't see it. Well, I tried.
But again, I actually managed to finish the task. And after Sensei cleaned up my keyframes, because I didn't understand any of that, we got to watch my little animation. And
oh, keyframes? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I told you. Oh, that's what I meant. Okay. Let me restart my audio. It's acting weird. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. It's that my audio is acting weird. Hello? Hello? What is going on? Why is it not loading? Hello? What the? What? I knew it was gonna happen. Why is my Bluetooth like acting weird now? Okay, there we go. Finally. And now it's loading. Oh god. Bluetooth is acting weird. Yeah, Bluetooth is acting weird for me right now. Hold up. Bro. Yeah, I can't watch YouTube videos right now. Alright, maybe I can watch it in a different browser. Yeah, that's literally happens sometimes. Like my audio is just messed up right now. Yeah, Bluetooth's like disrupting everything right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn off this instead, and then I'll reconnect it. That way. Alright, should work hopefully. Let's see. Where's the video? Did I exit out? I think I did. Damn it. Alright, let's see if it works. What am I gonna do then? Hold up. All right, hold up. I'm telling you guys, this is why I got a new PC. It's got to build it still, but there's like after a couple of, after like 5-6 years when the PC thing started not working out as well. All right, let me just change the audio real quick. Hopefully I remember when me to change audio again when I come when I'm done.
I'm throwing this because I'm doing so poorly.
There you go.
This is like the worst, but it's really fun actually to try.
There we go, guys. Sorry about that.
So, all right, let's watch this masterpiece. It's not terrible because it's so fast you can't see it. Well, I tried.
But again, I actually managed to finish the task. And after Sensei cleaned up my keyframes, because I didn't understand any of that, we got to watch my little animation. And you know what? It didn't look too bad.
Oh, nice. There's some missing legs here, but
it jumps. It's jumping. Yes, he may have shrunk through the process, but he jumped. But then again, I didn't know this. Same experience again. Sensei was drawing next to me the entire time. We got to compare.
No!
They kept comparing.
Wow.
I don't want to compare.
No, it's Bluetooth issues.
Obviously, it was a billion times better.
Yeah, it's Bluetooth
but it was still
issues.
really, really cool to see. I was like, oh, so that's how I should have done it.
Maybe you want to see your sensei's work?
Your sensei's
Wait, he
work?
drew now as well? No. Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Ah, with the one leg too. Wow. And you have the right size too. So good. And the arms and everything. Wow. It makes mine look even worse now. I didn't think it was possible. That's amazing.
自分のがどんどんひどく感じるよね。
本当に楽しかったです。
あ、よかったです。
ありがとうございます。
はい。
Next, I got to meet with the department for line work and the in-between frames. Someone usually draws the overall, like maybe this, going to this. And like I said, every single line has to be drawn by someone. All the in-betweens to that move has to be drawn.
That's amazing.
So this is
I mean, the in-betweens, you could get away with some stuff. Sometimes, not all the time. Look at Dragon Ball Super when they first released their animations and stuff. But yeah, I mean, like the in-betweens is something you could somewhat get around with, you know. But not all the time.
keyframe should be drawing on top of this.
That's so cool.
Like this. These are each
See?
keyframes.
You see the keyframes? And then
You'll be learning how she draws the in-betweens.
Wow.
Yes,
It's
as you
impressive.
mentioned. So this is what she added. This is a guided keyframe, this is in between, this is the keyframe, this is the in-between.
I thought for sure there would be like a rough version and she just goes from that, but I guess, yeah, it makes sense that someone has to add the in-betweens.
Now it's your turn to add in-betweens.
ooh,
What am I supposed
he's
to
doing
do?
in-between animation? Okay, that...
Some of this work involved literally just tracing what was already there. And you think there's no way for me to mess that up, but it was harder than it looks.
Is this backed up so I don't ruin anything?
Yes.
Okay. Is that okay?
Yep.
Wow.
For the pressure.
The lines have to be connected. So you have to be, so you know, the coloring team would be just painting on top, right?
Yeah, like the way that I do my art style, I sometimes don't connect the lines sometimes. and sometimes I do. But that's just like style for image, but not for animation. Yeah, animation is to fully connect it to make it feel more solid, obviously.
So it has to be a straight line.
I can't draw that much.
Drawing lines is hard.
This is impossible.
All right, let's finish this up, guys.
No. Yeah, no, I lost everything. Okay. What do we think of that one?
You're getting better.
I think I'm getting worse. Can we have the computer make the line straighter and less shaky? No, I'm joking. It's hard to do these long lines.
Long, curvy lines are always difficult, she's saying.
This is a lot harder than it looks, I will say that.
Yeah. Like how many times you're redoing, it tells.
And it's already so wobbly.
Yeah.
This is my best. This is my finest work.
I guess she knew it, that's why she asked you to do the hair.
I think so.
一番大変だから髪の毛やってって言ったんですね。
いや、そうですね。ちょっと大変なところは。
Yes, exactly.
But it was really cool to see the images in this raw form and just how insanely good they look. Like this is just one frame. And again, of course, we got to compare. Yes, mine sucked.
Do you want to compare with the actual keyframe?
Yes.
So this is the one you have drawn?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my god. Wow.
That's a big jump.
This is the actual work.
Yeah.
This is you.
Wow. Even though it's just tracing lines, there's such a difference. Yeah, it's crazy. I'll have to practice more.
Now it was 5 p.m. The day was done, for me at least. And I got to meet with the creators of the studio again to reflect on the day.
It's a really unique opportunity and I had so much fun. I'm very grateful.
アニメーターの人たちもテンション上がってましたよ。
あ、本当だ。Wow. Me too.
実際やってみてどうでした？
I think it was really fun to try out myself. I was already impressed by how much work goes into making the anime, but then trying it myself made me really understand it, and I'm way more impressed now as well. I got to animate for the first time, and it was really difficult. I forgot to delete my drawing, so if they could please make sure it's deleted. お願いします。
記録として残ってたらまずいのでちゃんと消しといてください。歴史から削除しておいていただいて。
どうしようかな。
Well, you have to think about it.
I think I probably contributed to the worst drawings ever drawn in this building.
でもまあお宝データにしときますよ。
永久保存版で。
永久保存版。
It will be forever in the video.
They'll preserve the data you have drawn as a data created by PewDiePie.
I think it was really fun for me, and I think everyone in watching the video will really better understand the process of all the work that goes into making anime and appreciate it as well. I think even if you don't draw, it's really inspiring to see how much hard work goes into it.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
In typical Japanese fashion, they gave me a lot of gifts, which were amazing. Ton of Attack on Titan merch. I even got, look at this, signed version.
A sign? Oh, you son of a bitch. This studio is the one who worked with Attack on Titan. I guess they're making the remake One Piece because they're remaking One Piece in this new version. But yeah, they made so many animes, dude. They like this animation studio is like one of the top animation studios out there.
For Osama no ranking, look at this. Even a signed keyframe.
A signed keyframe.
That is so
Damn.
cool. How sick is that? I can't believe it. But I was not ready for the last surprise, the last gift.
あともう一個あります。
There's one more.
お、はい。スペシャルプレゼンツ。スペシャルプレゼンツ。
Himself as the Attack on Titan character.
That is so cool.
Wow. 何兵ですか？
何兵ですか？
調査兵団
To PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
An actual Attack on Titan official rendering of myself.
Canon.
How insane is that?
It's
I
canon,
can't
guys.
believe
It's canon.
it. I can't believe I own this piece of I don't know, this is amazing. After this experience, I look at anime differently with a new set of eyes. I look at the background and I notice and appreciate all the details that someone had to put in there. I notice how the characters move more and appreciate the thought that actually went behind it. How colors is used and chosen for different scenes. And one last time, how every single frame, every single piece was actually drawn by someone. I think in a time of AI, even if you don't draw it, that was just so inspiring. What an incredible experience to be able to have done this. I will cherish this memory. Thank you, Wit Studio, so much. And I'm so glad I got to share this with you guys. And thank you for watching. Bye.
Another fun video. What was that? Oh, did he sign a wall or something? I don't have a signature, by the way. It's kind of it's like my letter J with a smiley face. He signed a wall. Oh, are they gonna invite more people? Is that what's gonna happen? Probably gonna,
this month we're traveling a lot, and
they're probably gonna go. They're probably gonna invite more people. I don't know. Kind of cool though. Then it's crazy that someone with a small channel getting invited to art as well known as animation studio. I mean, it's like the highest channel ever, right? He's lucky it wasn't a visit on Mappa, or else he would have been locked in there to work. Oh my god, dude! The AI stuff was taking over the internet. Again, it's just taking the AI thing is just taking over from trolls for the most part, guys. Like the general public are not going to use it. I don't know about the companies yet. Some are adopting it, some are not adopting it. But it will always get backlash if you announce they use AI as of right now. So a lot of companies are not really being public with it. But we don't know how far they're going to use AI in the future. I still think they're going to use human animators. It's just the trolls are just fear mongering at this point. But we'll see how everything goes. You know. But yeah, good video overall. Sorry for the audio issues. I'll edit that out if I upload this video on YouTube, which I think I will. Honestly, I have a video coming out today. And then Friday, I'll probably upload this video, guys. And then on Saturday, we'll do another reaction video. Pretty much. AI art is meaningless. Oh yeah, I mean, like, but like I said, it's like, we'll see how like the world's gonna take AI in the future, because we're very in the beginning stages of it. There's already like a bubble possibly bursting already, but we'll see. Everything's too early right now to make like a full conclusion. We'll see how it goes. Control humanity. I mean, that's what a lot of companies want. Not like control, but like more like to make money. Obviously, you know. Anyways, I should have been done with this painting an hour ago. I ain't gonna lie, guys. But I was just watching the video, and obviously I was reading the subtitles, so I do apologize. But there we go. I'm just adding the final touches for this painting and kind of go from there. And yeah, that's what we're just gonna do right now. We're just gonna finish the final touches. And yeah, so right now what I'm doing is just kind of design choices, like kind of freestyling it a little bit. Not a little bit, actually. And yeah, just get a little bit oomph to this drawing, guys. A little bit oomph. So what we're gonna do last is, where's my that? Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna do is add my white eyebrows to this design. Hmm. There we go. White eyebrows is my thing for the most part. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. Okay. And last but not least, finish the outline. There you go. And there you go. All right. Well, there it is. It should have been a quick painting, but like I said, sometimes it just take too much time because I'm being dumb. Rewrite statements right away. Please wait for a moment. Wait, what? All right, guys. So we are done with the single painting. Here we go. We are done. I wish I was faster. I wish I was faster. And yeah, but I like it overall. I like how clean it looks. I want to get cleaner with this. It's a small little painting, little experiment right now. So yeah, we've done 2 of them. So we have this one, and then we also have this one for my paintings and stuff. These are supposed to be quick, but when I'm streaming, it's not as quick. 'Cause when I usually stream, they usually take like twice the time. Like instead of 2 hours or less, they take about 4 hours, which that's usually where we're at right now. But yeah, so I'm actually gonna buy like one of those like desk aisles, what you want to call it, so you guys can see it better. So you see it like we're in an angle, you guys can see like the painting better, right? And then when you put it flat, you can't see the like you see like the shininess a little bit more, right? But when you look like this, you see like how you can see like the highlight better a little bit more. So I wonder how much will be if I fold it again and a little bit like that. You see how like you guys can see the highlights a little better like that. So that's why I'm gonna buy one of these little easels things soon. So yeah. So I'll try to buy as soon as possible. But as of right now, I am broke because things that happen. But anyways, yeah, I am done. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. What I'm thinking about doing is I think tomorrow we are gonna play games. So instead of me like streaming the game right now, I'm gonna end the stream here. Uh, pretty Pantry. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's what I want to show because again, before like when it was like flat, it was hard to see the highlights because you see like how the shininess is in a way and it makes it all blend all together. But when you look at this, it's like, oh, I see the highlights. You know what I mean? Unless you make it like super like completely different. But yeah. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. What I'm gonna do is tomorrow we're gonna have a full plan stream again. What we're gonna do tomorrow, I'm thinking about doing the Red Power Ranger. Not only we're gonna do the Red Power Ranger, we're gonna play some Marvel Rivals. So tonight I'm gonna like for the next hour, I'm gonna delete some stuff to make more room for the Marvel Rivals game and hopefully optimize it just a little bit. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do, guys. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. I think it'll be really fun. Because we want to play some games on the stream. I've been wanting to for a while. And then Friday, we're gonna work on printing, cleaning up prints and stuff. We're gonna start printing prints, the new ones. We're not gonna print that many, guys, but we're gonna print some new ones. We're gonna clean them up before we print them, make sure everything's good, ready to go. We're going to and after that, what I was thinking about doing is doing Marvel Rival stream again on Friday, and then Saturday we'll do a quick stream on Dragon Ball, which I'll do a painting. At least get that ready to go, like do the prep work and everything before the stream. I just don't know what character we're gonna do yet, but I'll figure it out on Friday. which character we're gonna paint. Like I'm really gonna think about it because I want to think of a character that could fit within the 8x8s and be really great for it. You know, because I already did Vegeta. I painted that one already. I sold it. I did Piccolo. I sold. I have it still. I haven't sold that one yet because I haven't like posted it anywhere. So I'm thinking of a character I've not painted. Either I'm gonna do Frieza. Um, you know, like the black version Frieza, or I'm going to can do Cell, but honestly, I think I'm gonna go with Frieza, right? Or Gohan, one of the two, Frieza or Gohan. Picture in life, picture of life. Wait, what? Must be repetitive until the air is still. Play the to blow itself. You save me from despair. Help me to build something from nothing. Fails to diminish. Fails to build something new in a world without both of us. The flames could not go out, nor they be lit again. Would you hold the world in place forever? Nope. I'll let the world drift. I'll let the world drift forever. I was meant to do that. The world is meant to drift, not to behold. Oh my god. um, let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Okay, so yeah, I'll end right here, guys, on a high note. But yeah, thank you for watching the stream. Like I said, I've been planning my streams out. Today was a full plan. We talk about a lot of cool stuff, a lot of funny stuff, a lot of questionable stuff. But yeah, so what we're gonna do, guys, tomorrow we're gonna paint the red Power Ranger. Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then what we're gonna do after that is I'm gonna play Marvel Rivals because I want to play some games. Just take a little break, right? Even though I like enjoying painting, but you know, take a little break. And then Friday, like I said, we're gonna do a bonus stream. It's not gonna be a long stream on Friday, guys, because I am working in the morning on Saturday. So I was thinking Friday, what we could do is just do some small stuff, which is making the print stuff. I'll have full up stuff with videos and articles to talk about on Friday too as well. And then Saturday will be the bonus talking about painting pretty much. I don't have enough money to donate and live stream from YouTube. Oh, you don't have to donate at all. No, you do not have to donate anything. You do not have to donate anything at all. Oh, but that reminds me, guys, if you guys been watching the stream, hanging out, you guys could do exploit CD at a certain point to be added into the community drawing, which we'll be working that one next week. We'll officially work on the flower character next week with the community drawing. I'll explain more of it next week. So keep a lookout for that, guys. That will be started next week. Next week we're gonna do a lot more stuff, guys. Gonna focus on what we need to work on my original characters, some fan art designs, but most original. We want to do some new stuff too with like bigger paintings and all that. So I want to do at least one big painting next starting on February. And so I'm gonna start working on some concept art and just see what I can do and bring it to you guys pretty much. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff, guys. All right, a lot of stuff in the stream. Thank you guys again for watching. If you guys want to check out more of my content, check out my YouTube channel. I upload every other day. Weekends videos are mostly art topics. Weekends are videos away from art topics. We upload at least 1 to 2 videos of shorts. Recently, we uploaded the Dragon Ball Super Saiyan Goku version, guys. So I hope you guys will check that out. The next drawing will be an original character, a brand new character we're gonna bring out into my universe. Because I want to go back into doing some what do you call it, character designs. And we also got my marquee artwork. There's so much stuff we got to do, guys. Like I'm gonna do my last revision as of right now. I'm gonna do one more revision of some of my characters, guys. All right. We're gonna do that starting next month. We're gonna try to do at least 1 or 2 characters a week of my Think of universe, like a full revision of how they're gonna look like in a comic book. So they may not be super detailed. but it's gonna be a full revision of how they're gonna look. Some they're gonna have more changes than others, but the reason why we're gonna do that, guys, so we could so I could see and use them as references when I draw them in the comic book. That's the reason why we need to do it, or at least I need to do it. So yeah, revisions of my Think of Universe, guys, will be happening starting next month as well. One big painting next month, revisions next month, and finish some like marquee artworks next month too as well. Around March, guys, I got a plan already for March. We're gonna start working on nostalgia / anime artworks, guys. Because we're gonna start prepping for Nostalgicon / Anime Expo. It's super early, but I think it's best to finish the stuff early instead of like last minute and get really stressful for that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start working on a bunch of that, like new sticker designs. We're gonna start working on like mouse pads, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff coming, guys. I'm just one person, so please bear with me. And a lot of these segment drawings, guys, they're also gonna be coming back to you as well. Like for example, we're gonna do more streamer artwork. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do meme drawings again. We're gonna do so much stuff, guys. We're gonna do so much stuff. If you guys have suggestions, I do have a Discord that you guys could join on my Discord, and you guys could put some ideas, some segment ideas for my stream on my Discord, guys. All right. So for example, some ideas is like eat a food and see how the food is made kind of segment. So for example, I was thinking doing like I have a pizza design that I've not worked on yet. Like I've finished the sketch and all that. We're gonna work on that one. So I'm gonna order a pizza and I'm gonna see how pizza is made or something. I don't know. Like again, it's just an idea. But yeah, we got community art day, which we have been doing. We're gonna draw some memes, content creator artwork, sub goal art. If we do reach the sub goal, we got sticker art day. We're gonna work on like full like sticker designs and stuff like that, which I've been working on in recent time, and custom paintings. More skateboards, stuff like that. And then yeah. So tomorrow, actually, we're also gonna tomorrow we're gonna do is mostly about comic book stuff. By the way, look into comic book stuff. Comic book like videos, and that kind of thing. That's what it's mostly gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be about every Wednesday, guys. Every Wednesday is gonna be mostly about comic book stuff, guys, because it's gonna be comic book day. So I've decided that's what Wednesday is gonna be mostly about. It's gonna be the only thing we talk about, but it's gonna be the most thing we talk about. But yeah, and then greatest games cinematics things you could watch on stream, make a tier list, that kind of thing. I was thinking about bringing back tier lists in my own way, and just have fun with it, kind of thing. And I could probably make it into a whole YouTube video later on and kind of stuff. Like it's kind of like I was thinking like tier list of like my top 10 games of like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, my top games of what do you call it, of GameCube, of PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PC gaming, fighting games, etc. Like I was, because Maximus been doing that for a while and he's doing it with his crew and all that. And I was like, oh, you know what if I could just do that on stream, my top 10, that kind of stuff, and I could make it into like a whole video, and then I could do like an art piece for it later on, that kind of thing. But we'll see. But yeah, like I said, I got a lot of stuff also with YouTube, guys. So this weekend it's gonna be the Dragon Ball reaction video. I just don't have time to like work on an actual big video. But next week after that, guys, we got two videos planned. The first weekend it's gonna be the Texas vlog video. I'm gonna make some artwork for that. I'm gonna edit that one down. And the week after that, it's gonna be the Metroid Prime 4 video of my review of that game, guys, with an exclusive artwork for that, which I think you guys gonna love. By the way, it's gonna be a whole environment thing. It's super cool. And so yeah, like I said, I got a bunch of ideas, guys. We're just gonna take it like we're gonna do it day by day kind of thing, So also my last thing, guys, is I'm gonna announce this. I'm no longer gonna do I'm not gonna do overtime streaming as much some more. So I want the streams to be like fully thought out, no like fully dead air, anything like that as much. So like my max time is gonna be around 4 hours. We're gonna do like overtime if I do end up playing video games or something like that. That'll be like do another 2 or 3 hours, maybe 4 hours sometimes of extra content with just playing video games. Or something like, oh, I gotta finish this art piece, and let's put in more time to finish this art piece kind of thing. But I want my streams to be more exciting, more fun, more thought out, and I think 4 hours is good enough, really good enough for me, honestly, to give you guys the full content I want to bring out. So anyway, so we finished this right here. We're not fully done with it, but so right now I'm just gonna leave it with this, and yeah, we'll be back on later on today, guys. We'll be back on later on today. Hope you guys hit the like, subscribe on YouTube, and for the video or something like that, or follow the stream. And again, you guys can join my Discord. I'll be posting stuff there too all the time. I've been posting like these animal videos because I don't know, I think they're funny. On my Discord lately right now. Like I don't know, I've been posting a lot of look, come on. Who will not smile watching this video? Come on, watch, hold up. Wait for it. Look at, I don't know if it's AI or not, by the way. I tried like not get AI videos, but I could bamboozle. But look at it. He's rubbing his belly. Look, he's rubbing his belly. Sorry. Sorry. But all right, guys. There was something I was gonna watch, by the way. Oh my god. Okay, I swear to God. Yeah, he's just rubbing his belly. By the way, I swear to God, that Twitter is listening to me. Look at the first comment on top. Unpopular opinion. A streamer's job is to entertain, not to be entertained. There are too many streams where people don't talk about anything, interact with chat, or simply uninterested in what they're doing. Please, I beg, do something that brings value to your content. I swear to God, X is listening to me. I literally explained myself of why I'm no longer gonna do like extra longer streams anymore because there's a lot of dead air. I swear to God, man. I swear to God. Oh my God. Oh, what happened to that one video? There was one video. Hold up. Was it? No, it wasn't that one. Where is it? Yeah, it was something with like CC again. There's a guy that came out that says that CC you abuse her power or something like that. I guess I'll save it for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll save it tomorrow, guys. We're gonna call it. We're gonna save it tomorrow, and then yeah, if you guys want, obviously search it yourself. Go for it, guys. Yeah, we'll save it for tomorrow. More content for tomorrow, guys. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, thank you guys again for watching, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this little painting, we're gonna do more than just a little painting, but you know, we're just doing some little fun stuff right now. More artwork coming out very soon, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. All right, bye, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.